Night, Bob. I don't know if anybody's here and can see me, but I can't even bring up the YouTube side so that I can extend invitations. So at this point, it's me sitting here talking to you with no side chat because I can't even see the side chat. So I'm not quite sure. If anybody else wants to immediately start like a continuation of RVLADY'S chat or whatever, feel free to do so, because I may or may not get this figured out. YouTube and this Google Plus thing has started some new procedures, and man, I just love it when they do things differently. I'm on, but I can't see the YouTube side to know how many of you are here and who would like to come in the panel to continue our chat. I should be able to bring up the YouTube side. Aha, I found you. Okay, RB Grammy, are you still there? I am going to send you a link. Actually, I think I'll just post it here. This could be a big mistake, but you only live once, right? All right. There is the link. If you click on that link, it should bring you into the room to be on the panel. If you would rather stay in the side chat, like you may have been in the original RVLADY'S, then you just don't click the link. And if for any reason that doesn't work, please let me know, because it should. That is the link to the live page. But when you copy and paste, you always run the potential trouble of not enough of the address got copied or pasted. Hello, hello. RV Granny, I'm going to send this to your YouTube message page. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, then don't worry about it. But I am going to send it there. So I am sending a message to RV Granny. And it is going to have the link to come on live. And again, you'll just click that link. Well, sending it to you is not working. See, this is why I didn't want a newbie having to try and figure this out, because they are making changes, which is making it much more difficult for us to keep on top of. Yeah, this is really interesting. That will not let me send you the link to your... Ah, finally, it did. Okay, I sent the link, RV Granny, to your YouTube messages. Okay, now no one else is joining us. That either means they can't find my channel, or they decided to go elsewhere. But there are 3 people here now, or at least 3 watchers. Ah, hello.
Hello.
Good, you made it. Which one of the
Finally.
links? Which one of the links worked for you?
The one that you sent me.
Okay, the one
My
on the
message.
screen didn't work.
No.
Okay, all right.
Uh, that's the first time I've been in.
Well,
I've been
welcome
trying.
aboard.
Thank you.
It's it's a really I really love Hangouts, but it is somewhat. Sometimes it's very difficult to figure out how to make them work.
Tell me about it. I've been trying since I started doing this, and that was about 4 months.
Well,
I
good.
have.
I'm glad that tonight worked for you.
So am I the only one here so far?
So far, let's see if we've got anybody up. We got 4 watchers now. I'm just gonna. Do you have your YouTube window open as well so that you can see the side chat?
No, I don't.
Okay.
All I've got
So,
is I've got myself down in the corner and
okay.
your voice and the little doggy face.
Right. Right.
How many dogs do you have?
I have. I have 2. I have a. The one you're looking at is. I have to stop and think all the time.
It's a
Shih,
little honey
Shih
colored
Tzu.
one. A Shih
Yeah.
Tzu. Yeah.
He's Shih Tzu and Yorkie.
Okay, two
And
little ones.
yeah, and then well, he's half and half.
Yeah.
And then my other dog is a Boston Terrier half and half. And we don't know what his second half is, but some half of him is Boston Terrier.
Well, I've got a Chihuahua that we can't figure out because she doesn't look all Chihuahua.
Right. And my Boston definitely doesn't look all Boston. He at times when he hears another dog or whatever, he barks in a way that almost sounds like some kind of a howl. So makes me think he's got some kind of beagle in him.
Well, I've got a Chihuahua licking my leg right now. Come here,
Yeah,
Twinkie. Twinkie, come
yeah.
here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, that's my Chihuahua.
Oh, it's all white.
Well, she's white. She's turning white because she's getting old.
Yeah,
She used to
yeah.
be more brown. That's why
Oh,
I named her Twinkie because she was brown on both ends and white in the middle.
oh, there you go. There you go. So, what state are you joining us from?
Washington.
You
All my
guys,
videos.
you guys out there on the Pacific Northwest, I
Yeah.
think I'm getting pretty jealous.
Well, right now it's not the best place to be. Right now we're having trouble. Anybody with breathing problems is having a lot of trouble because we've got so many fires. And I'm in Tacoma, which is 100 miles from any fire, and we're still very smoggy.
Yeah, yeah. I cannot understand the fire situation in the sense that it seems like we ought to be able to deal with the fires on the Pacific Northwest because the ocean is sitting right there. But the
Well,
idea
the
of
ocean, the ocean is 200 miles from the fires and
yeah,
over a huge mountain range.
yeah, so that explains why you
That
can't just
explains it.
pump the water
Oh,
through the garden hose and siphon it out of the ocean.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh, we're 100 miles from the eastern Washington, and eastern Washington is over on the other side of the Cascade Mountains, and there's a big pass to go over
Okay.
to get there.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that you had a mountainous range running north to south.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
all the way through the state and also all the way through Oregon.
Okay. See,
It
I
goes.
tell I tell on myself and admit to being geographically challenged.
Well, we actually have two mountain ranges, and if you want to get fussy about it, we have almost 60.
Oh my goodness! I had
And
no idea.
there's one in between us and the ocean. We're kind of in a valley. And then there's another one on the other side of us, between us and the eastern part of the state. And the eastern part of the state is all desert.
Yes, the eastern part. I know my husband mentioned that. Now okay, again, I'm challenged. Is Utah next to you?
Uh, no.
What's next to you?
Or Idaho.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean to say that's. I was looking at the right shape in my mind. I just called it the wrong place.
Do you ever watch Starry Hilder?
No, I haven't.
She's a prepper.
Oh, okay.
And she lives in northern Idaho.
Okay.
And they're having fires there too. So.
Okay. Well,
in fact,
I definitely want to visit your part of the country at some point in time.
Well, that's the whole point of my YouTube channel, is to get people to come. But this year wasn't the best year to come.
Right. We've had an amazingly mild summer for Iowa, because normally we have a stretch of well into the 90s or above with just stifling humidity.
Yeah.
And it was, the only reason I know is because the Iowa State Fair has been going on, but what day would it have been? Wednesday you had to wear a sweater, and today, other than it was so sunny and absolutely beautiful, you could have had a sweater on today as well, because I think it got into maybe the 70s, but it was absolutely beautiful outside.
Well, I think everybody's having unusual weather this year.
Yeah. This is not typical Iowa weather for August by any means. And I feel bad because school's about to start. So that means it'll probably go up to 99 degrees with stifling humidity. And to keep the kids safe, they'll have to start sending them home.
Well,
hi, Janice, you made it. Janice made it to the YouTube side. Janice, if you want to come in and chat with us, just click on that link above, and if it doesn't work, let me know, and then I'll send it to your YouTube messages. I clicked it, and it opened right up for here, but if it doesn't work, let me know.
Yeah, I got it through my messages.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Indiana, so I understand Iowa weather.
Yeah, you definitely understand the Midwest.
Yeah.
And do you RV?
I live in an RV. I don't.
Very?
It doesn't move. It's been in the same spot for almost 3 years.
Okay. I'm a wannabe. You know, I'm looking ahead to retirement and thinking that I would really like to travel. Hi, Janice made it. Good.
Hi, Janice. Well, we did it for a couple of years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm like a bad penny.
We like that, Janice.
Yeah, we did it for a couple of years. I loved it. We'd be doing it still if it wasn't for my husband's health.
Right. That's why I keep talking to my hubby about too, is that we just turned 60, and so we may be putting the cart before the horse, so to speak, because maybe we need to wait a little longer before we invest, because who knows what's going to happen in the next 3 years, 2-3 years, and we're not even sure that hubby's going to decide to retire early. We think he might, but then again, with the economy being so unpredictable, we may have to wait until 65.
Well, we started off when my husband was about 65, I think, and he's 73 now. And we bought a big RV, a big fifth wheel, a 38-footer.
Uh-huh.
And then he had a heart attack and major heart surgery. And altogether, he's had about 5 surgeries, and now he's due for a couple more.
Oh, my.
And so he just wasn't up to taking a 38-foot fifth wheel pulling it behind a truck
Right.
and going around the country.
Right.
So we had to kind of give it up.
Yeah.
But we were lucky, found a
Why?
place to park it, and we've got all the amenities. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fifth wheels really are quite the homes, more so than maybe the Class A's. But
well,
I
I
want
loved my Class A. I liked it better than this thing.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that because
Yeah.
I want to stay with the Class A so that hubby and I can share the driving.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can, I know that everybody says you can do it, but I don't want to try and figure out how to pull. So, or tow, I guess the word would be tow. I don't want to figure that out.
Well, it's not really that hard to
Yeah,
tow.
that's what people say, but I have so much respect for the process that I am so afraid if I did something wrong. I mean, and plus I've watched too many YouTube videos. But, I mean, if they catch the wind and you don't know what to do, or if you blow a tire, I even saw one guy who, my guess is I'll bet you he knew what he was doing, but he got himself on a hairpin mountain pass. And there was no way at all that he could maneuver that truck and that trailer through those hairpin turns.
We must have seen the same guy because they had to take down trees and everything to get him around the curves.
Mm-hmm.
And his brand new, I think it was a trailer, was, it was definitely Apaches.
Yeah, well, and by the time, if I'm not mistaken, by the time he finally got around, he wiped out one side of it with the guardrail. They got him around the worst part of the curve, but then he ended up pulling the trailer right into the guardrail and just smashed up the whole side of the trailer.
We must have seen the same guy.
Yeah, it's a YouTube video.
Oh, okay. No, this one I actually witnessed.
Oh, you watched it happen. Okay.
I watched it happen. Yeah, my husband and I were there.
Yeah.
And we were so thankful we had a van instead of a big, and it's like they had big signs, nothing over 21 feet. And they didn't mean the trailer, they meant the whole pit caboodle.
Yeah, that's my big fear between wind and mountain passes and learning to drive it and steer it and know how to do all that. I just have a huge phobia. And in fact, I watched a guy talk about it one time, and he actually said, if you don't know what you're doing, do everybody a favor and stay off the road. And I kind of laughed.
So true.
I kind of laughed and went, okay, I'll stay off because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we watched a guy high center his Class A on a curb one time in Blythe. He was halfway in the parking lot and halfway out in the street, and the police had to come and tow him. He was high centered. And there was no way he could move.
Right.
And the police had to come and rescue him.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. And not only do you take the chance of damaging your tow vehicle or your RV, your camper, whatever you want to call it, but then you take the chance on, well, for me, I would be just so immensely embarrassed that, I'd want to put my head in the sand, dig a hole.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, we're talking about pulling and towing a vehicle versus a Class A or a Class C that you drive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a Class A and I pull my car.
You have a Class A too. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I pull my CRV.
Yeah, we worry about whether or not we're going to be happy without a tow vehicle.
You ride bikes? A lot of people
Yeah,
ride bikes.
there you go. That's it. Ride a
Yeah.
bike. We've
Well,
actually,
we bought a blue ox. You know the hitch. We bought that, and that seems to work good. We had a dolly before, and it was horrible. So
oh,
I
Yeah.
like the blue ox. The blue ox, the car follows right behind you, and it's nice.
I'm glad you just said that because I've been actually looking at dollies thinking that was the way to go, but guess not.
No, we
No.
had a dolly, and we had a little car, my CRV on there, and it just bounced around. And it was such a pain to do because you can only drive like 100 miles, and you have to adjust the straps, and it was a pain. So we got the blue ox, and it takes 5 minutes to hook up. I have some videos if you want to watch it. It,
Yes,
it
I
takes
do want to
five
watch
minutes.
that.
It takes 5 minutes to hook up, and you never have to check it. You know, like you don't have to check it at all. You just drive.
And do
But
you, yeah, go ahead.
your car has to be able to be. What kind of car do you have?
Well, we don't necessarily have a tow vehicle at this point.
Because you
I
have to
mean,
make sure.
I don't mean a tow vehicle. I mean a vehicle that we would put behind the Class A. We don't. We have a
Right,
minivan and a small pickup truck. I don't think
right.
those will be around by the time we need something.
Because you have to be careful because not all vehicles can be towed. Some of them need a like you have to read the manual. Some of them and that's called flat towing them on all four, and some of them need to be modified.
We had a Jeep. It was the best one we had.
Oh yeah, the Jeep, something that's got a stick. You just put it. You don't have to worry about it. You just pull it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
that.
with the CRV, I have to go through all the gears and I have to put it in neutral, and it drives in neutral. So I need to leave the key in, and but you have to read your manual.
What's a CRV?
It's a little SUV.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Honda CRV.
Okay. Sorry, I've not heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's a Honda,
Okay.
and
Um.
it's a regular automatic. And, yeah, automatic. And it says in the manual how to do it, but with our car, we have to put it through all the gears, and then we have to leave the key in there and put it neutral, and turn the key to the first notch. And so you have to read the manual on what to do.
I imagine that we'll do a clutch because both of us love clutches anyway. And
Oh,
those
yeah, that's the easiest.
mountain roads, I want to be able to clutch so I can upshift, downshift, whatever I need to do based on the incline or up or down the hill. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say. Whether I'm going up or whether I'm going down.
yeah.
Does anybody live where they can do three? We saw that when we went cross country. We saw people that had a toad and then another toad. It had
No.
Oh no,
three
I've never
things on a
seen
chain.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
a toad
I've
in
seen
it's
that.
normally a boat.
Yeah, there's states where that's allowed, and if you come from that state, you can do it anywhere.
We're not.
So you towed two vehicles behind an RV?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
put a boat and then a toad behind the boat. Yeah,
Oh no. What is that, like 100 feet long or something?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that is,
That would be scary.
yeah, yeah, not something not something that just makes me want to jump up and down and say, oh yeah, let's do that.
Um,
So, Janice,
Deb,
Or
what do
you
you,
get a toy hauler.
Deb, did you invite anybody to come in here?
I typed everything in before we closed out RV Ladies, and I hope they got it from, Deb the RN, and somebody else typed it in too.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Apparently not. Apparently not many of them either wanted to come along. I noticed that Rosie and Amanda are on, and they are very popular YouTubers. So
I
we
know
Yes,
may.
they
Kelly
are.
wanted to get on.
You what?
Kelly was trying to get on and she was having a problem. We couldn't hear her. And then she was on twice. So I don't know if, did you send Kelly an invitation?
Um, what's Kelly's channel name, and I'll send her a.
I know her
I
name
don't,
is
I don't know.
Kelly Sheridan, but I don't know. I don't know what her channel name is.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what her name is. I know her name is Kelly. That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
Her last name is Sheridan. Sheridan. Okay, I just got a message on the side here.
Okay.
Twiggy, stop faking me.
Hang on, let me look.
Okay.
Janice, you're from Ohio, right? Or are you in
Yeah,
Michigan?
She's looking.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Okay, that's what I thought. I grew up in Indianapolis.
Oh, well, you're real close to us then.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
If you get Kelly's channel name, I'll send her a direct link.
I sent her a message.
Oh, okay. Oh, and RVLADY'S. And Mouse Toes found it. We've still got room on the panel for more people if you get chat with us, because we've only got 6 people watching, so we've got plenty of room for all of. What piece of equipment do you have? She must be doing something else. And Deb, where are you? State-wise.
I sent her the address.
RVing, what is it?
RV and Live the Dream?
And I don't know your RV and Live the Dream. Okay, and do you want to go by Dream, or do you want to go by your first name, or?
I was off. I didn't hear. Was there a question?
Okay, yeah, I'm asking you how you would like me to address you.
Oh,
Like
Debbie, it's fine.
Shorty.
Deb.
Oh, okay, so your name is Deb. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned
Deb.
there are so many Debs here.
Yeah, that was funny. So what state are you located in?
We're in California right now.
Oh, that's right. You guys talked about that when we were talking, when RV Lady was talking about. So northern, southern?
Southern.
Southern, okay.
Yeah,
I've been to Long Beach.
oh,
Does
okay.
that count?
I think we're about an hour and a half from Long Beach.
Okay. We were always coming into California from Phoenix.
Oh,
And
okay.
so we always drove that from Phoenix to California, well, at least to some part of California. We would drive it in the middle of the night
Oh boy.
to go through that desert.
Yeah,
So
but
we
the
leave
mountains.
Phoenix like at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't like the mountains here.
Okay. Deb Ariola is with us now too. Hey Deb, we got plenty of room on the panel if you'd like to come in. There's a link. Doesn't work. Your YouTube message. And same for Deb and Mouse Toes.
You were breaking up there, Deb.
What?
You were breaking up.
Oh, I'm breaking up? I know
Yeah.
that RV Lady was too. I don't know what to do about it. Hang on, let me check my volume.
You're better now.
Okay. Sometimes when I turn, we're not sure that it makes any difference. I turn my mic down, it seems to help. It's like my mic picks up too much of, I have a very powerful voice, and I'm sitting too close to my mic on the computer laptop, and it seems to want to try to reverberate it or something of that nature.
Oh, okay.
I have to let the dog out.
Yes, I understand that.
I don't know what my dog is chewing on. Sierra.
That's always a
Dogs.
bad thing at my house.
Um, Deb, the RN.
Yes.
I want to make sure I have the right one. Were you on?
I'm the white dog.
Were you on the Amanda's hangout the other night with the big blow up?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were the one.
Seems like there's always some kind of blow up on
Yeah, if
here.
I'm right, unfortunately, I seem to be in the middle of that to a certain extent. But I've decided that YouTube is supposed to be fun, and so I need to bring other people.
Well, I'm not going to ask you any questions about it. I just wanted to make sure I knew the right one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, I'm sorry. That was nasty.
Yes, it was.
So
So
Deb, are you
do any
doing?
of
Are you
you?
gonna?
Go ahead, Deb.
Deb, are you gonna do the hangout next week?
Yes,
Is that
I will.
okay? So I'll
But
do the
I need to
following week.
warn.
But
I need to warn you that you and I need to work on. It's not necessarily, but it's not
you keep
necessarily
going in and out,
easy
Deb.
because.
Deb,
Sorry,
I can't hear you.
I know.
I
Is
heard
it
it wasn't
because it's
easy.
breaking? Is it because it's breaking up that you can't hear me, or I don't have
Now,
enough volume?
Breaking up.
you were breaking up.
Okay. See,
Uh,
this is the problem that you run into sometimes.
Suzanne, are you RV Granny?
Yeah.
I thought I recognized your face.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Sometimes I'm Susan and sometimes I'm RV Granny. I prefer to be RV Granny when I'm on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
understand
understand
Without
that.
anybody knowing my name. I try to protect the identity of myself and my husband and my grandkids. And
You're a good correspondent.
Okay.
You're a good sub. I love it.
well, I like to chatter. I guess I like better when I narrate my videos, and I'm not very good at just talking off the cuff.
It's
And
horrible. Horrible.
yeah,
Have
I
you
like your
noticed
videos, RV Granny.
thank you,
have
thank you.
have you
I
noticed
work
some of
hard on
mine?
them.
I'm going
It
Yeah,
is
that what I
hard to
just
edit.
did. It was an old video that I have found, but it took me like 6 hours to do it. I didn't
Do you
think I was
have
ever
an
going to
Apple
finish it.
computer?
No, no, I've got
Okay.
an HP
Okay.
that my daughter-in-law bought me for Christmas a couple years ago.
Yeah, I have an Apple, and I have a program called iMovies, and it's even
Uh-huh.
it's easy to do, but it's a little hard with that. You know, I guess it's easier than having a regular computer, but it's still hard to do. It takes a long time.
I have a Movie Maker, and it lets me narrate real easy. I like it. And I've tried some of the programs that you buy, that you pay for, you can't make them work.
I
Movie
have
Maker seems to work for me.
Movie Maker, but have never really worked with it. And my computer had, or I downloaded Cyberlink Power Director, and
Hmm.
it's real stupid oriented, but I haven't quite
That's
figured
me,
out.
stupid oriented.
I haven't quite figured out how to do voiceovers, and it's in there. I just haven't played with it.
Well, Movie Maker's real easy. They changed the. I put music in parts of them. I turn it down really low, but I put music in there. And YouTube's done something to their audio library, and it's real screwed up now. So
Yeah, you can't
Well,
have
there's a
talking.
website. There's a website that you can get free movies off of. I mean, not movies, video,
music,
sound. Yeah, music.
yeah. Well, I've got a lot of it that I had downloaded to my computer. And before, when I would download a song, it would go straight to the right place. This time I had to search for it. Now that I know where it is, probably I can do it. But it took me an hour of the day trying to find the music that I had downloaded. But it takes me a long time to. Well, the video I put on today, I got it from some old CDs that I had stashed in a cabinet. And the new computer I've got doesn't have a slot to put in CDs. So
Oh.
I thought, oh, how am I going to get these onto my computer? So I have to use my daughter-in-law's her tabletop, her desktop computer, and download what's on the CD onto a flash drive, and then put the flash drive in my computer, and then download it. Oh, it takes forever.
Well, you could get an external DVD drive.
Yeah, I know I could, but that's an expense that I don't. I have doctor bills right now.
Oh, okay.
I've got some massive doctor bills that I'm still paying.
Oh, this.
Yeah, see,
And
that's why we're worried about maybe putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
What's going to happen between now and the time we retire? I've already retired, but what is going to come before my husband retires? And if we invest in the RV now, are we really going to get to use it? And then once we retire, are we going to be in health? Is our health going to be good enough to take off and go across the country?
You
Yeah,
know,
but
that's
you can't
that's
live
my
your life like
concern.
that, worrying about it.
That was my concern.
Uh-huh.
And we've been traveling since 2011, and I'm 53 years old, and everybody, I asked a lot of older people, what would you have done different, when we first started, and they said they would have started earlier. And I'm so glad that I started earlier because, like you said, you don't know what's going to happen. And when you
Right.
get old enough to retire and to have the funds to do it coming in, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we were supposed to be traveling all last year. Well, I had back surgery. I have rods in my back, and a whole year of my life was gone.
Right.
So you never know.
I wouldn't trade the 3 years that we were on the road for anything.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't get to do it for as long as we wanted to, I wouldn't trade it. Because my husband had his first heart attack when he was 63, had to retire right away. And he's had 2 more heart attacks, major heart surgery, a back surgery, all kinds of stuff since then. And we just stopped, like, about 2.5 years ago. We had to stop,
Yeah.
but it was worth it. It was memories that you can't replace.
Plus,
Oh,
the
yeah.
other things, there are hospitals all along everywhere in the United States. You just go in. And believe me, been there, done that.
Well, we found out you can
Yeah,
get
if
your
I
prescriptions
saw
anywhere you are too.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. We just use Walgreens, so they're
Uh,
everywhere.
I used Right Source. They'll send to a post office box.
What is
They're
Right Source?
it's Humanit's prescription insurance. I don't know whether you can get it if you're not retired. I don't know. they make this mail order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we found out that I could call them and say, okay, send them to such and such mailbox or post office, and they would do that, and then I just go down post office and pick it up.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Anywhere in the country?
Yeah, yeah.
Where you were going to be, and then you said send it to that post office.
Yeah, and if you know where you're going to be, like in a month, and you say, okay, and when you get prescriptions from them, you get them 3 months at a time anyway. So you only need to do it every 3 months. If you can get everything going at the same time.
Okay, I get it, because you get 3 months.
Yeah, you get 90 days at a time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, the big thing, Deb, how did you, was it health related that you decided to retire so early?
Who, me?
Deb, yeah.
No, I'm not retired.
Oh, you're living in your RV, but you're still working.
I don't work. My husband, we were in Florida for a while, and then we traveled, and now we're in California for about 10 months. He's got a job here, and so that's what we do. But yeah, my husband, he was put in for a transfer. So we're here he opens up a school. So he's here for 10 months. So we'll be here. We'll travel over here, California coast. So.
Well, if I knew for sure that we could retire, I would be Johnny on the spot to be, I'm already looking for one, but I'd be more diligent. But because I'm afraid we may not retire, but my husband may not retire, I'm not.
You're fading in and out, Deb.
And what?
You're fading in and out. We heard your husband, and that's all I heard.
It probably needs to be refreshed, but I'm afraid if I go out and come back in,
now you sound good.
It'll shut it down.
Here comes another Deb.
Hi.
Yeah.
Well, we're all Debs, right?
Hi, Deb.
3 Debs.
Hi.
This is funny. Hello. We're 3 Debs here.
My audio is awful.
Yeah, and
my audio is bad.
Mine is or yours is?
Mine.
Oh.
Well, it's fine, but sometimes it goes in and out.
Right.
I'm getting a buzzing. Is anybody else getting a buzzing? Does somebody have 2 windows open?
I don't, but I don't have headphones. I'm not going to turn my volume down a little bit.
No, I don't have any. I only have one open.
Is that better?
Still hearing it, so obviously it's not you.
I hear something fuzzy in the background is all.
That's it.
Was that it?
No, I'm still hearing it.
It could be you guys are in your RVs, it could be your AC.
I don't have mine on.
Well, let me go turn mine off. Hang on.
I've got a fan on, so I wonder if you're hearing my fan.
Did you just turn it on?
No, it's been on the whole time.
Then that's not it.
Okay. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get something to drink.
Is that better? Did it go away?
No.
Still hear it.
Let me turn my volume down a little bit more. Is that better?
Still got it. We'll just talk over it.
How you doing?
I don't have anything running around me.
Do you need another pill?
I just turned off my fan and my air conditioner, so I'll just start melting.
No, you can turn it back on. It's not you.
It's
What?
not.
Oh, I gotta get a pill.
Oh,
RV, and you can
Janice, you
turn
were
your fan
asking
back on.
about
I turned it on.
Janice, you were asking about the meltdown. Deb A was there too.
Yeah, I know. I just, I couldn't believe it. I just was beyond me.
well, it's
And this too shall pass.
Yep.
I've said a couple of times, I just feel like a fool. I feel like, you know, I just feel like a fool, forever believing anything that he had to say or
Don't
and that
don't
he's a
beat
good
yourself
person.
over it. Just remember, you're better.
Oh, I know, but it took me a while to come around. It took me a while to realize that, I don't know.
Yeah. We're all in that same boat, I think.
I'm still
It's
kind of
just
in
been,
shock about the whole thing, really. I just, uh, well, I just, the video that he made about Rosie just really just threw me over the edge. That was it for me. That was when I decided, okay, I think this and I think that and I think this, and I might as well just go ahead and go public with it because I can't be his friend anymore. Now he's trying to backpedal. Did you see the video he put on of all the trannies and bikinis? He's trying to backpedal with Rosie and
Yeah, I
say,
saw
oh,
that.
well, I wasn't talking about you. You know,
Yeah, he was.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%
he
he was
was.
talking about her. So,
yeah, it's hard to believe that so many of us were on that friend boat only to find out that there was a patch of craziness going on that we didn't have any clue about.
yeah.
I missed that. Who are we talking about?
Jimmy rants.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of his videos. He
I don't
rants.
watch him. I watched a few of them and I didn't like it, so I don't watch them.
He
Right.
he loves at every opportunity to say what a moral man he is, and he's just not. I mean, and that's that's my opinion. I don't expect anyone else to share my opinion. I don't think anything less of someone that has a different opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I saw that video, Janice. I saw it. But,
Yep. Anyway, yeah, Deb the um RV Deb says, what should we talk about? What's the topic of conversation?
Not Jimmy rant. Something nice. Let's have some good. It's
Yeah, I
supposed to be
agree.
fun, not
Yep.
upsetting.
oh, she wants a.
Janice, where are you headed next?
Gotcha.
Actually, I'm nowhere. I think 93 days will hit my limit for the year. I I probably come late fall will go up to see his mom and his brother and sister again, but I don't see us doing any more traveling this year.
Now, I probably asked this, but where did you say home base is?
Ohio.
But you're gonna stay there in the winter?
Well, my husband says, well, maybe we might go on another cruise.
Oh,
Isn't it cold up there?
My husband says everybody that lives in the Midwest just doesn't know any better.
I lived there
Well,
for
it gets
43
cold,
years. Oh my
but
gosh.
I don't have to go outside. I don't have to go to work. I can stay in till nice weather hits.
yeah, but 6 months stuck in an Iowa house gets real old. I've had it turn the ground turn to ice for Thanksgiving and not melt until April.
Okay.
We don't get horrible weather. I mean, when we get horrible weather, it's really horrible. But we don't normally get bad weather until December. January is terrible. Then come March, it's warming up again.
And then the
Yeah,
tornadoes come through.
yeah, we're just not that lucky. We will. I've seen it so cold for trick or treat that you can barely stand to go out. And we Deb, I sent the link to your YouTube messages. RV Debs.
Okay.
I think she wanted a link. Maybe I read the wrong one. Maybe I read Deb A's when she put it in here, and I was thinking it was RV, or it was Deb, the Deb that's in Florida.
Deb, just call me RV or whatever you want to call me.
Okay.
RV Deb's Journey.
No, that's not me.
I know, but the one she's talking about is RV Deb's Journey.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
And I'm Kansas Deb. That's what
Yep.
people start calling me.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I'm gonna start doing because it's just. Oh yeah, it was
Not a Deb.
Florida Deb. She did say send me a link. So Deb, I did. It's in your YouTube messages.
Okay.
Well, RN, I know that in Iowa they have posts to lock the entrance ramps to the expressway. We don't have that in Ohio.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Especially in northern Iowa. Sometimes you can't get to Minnesota from here because they'll shut it down.
Yeah, that happened to us. We were going up north and we took 4 different routes and we couldn't make it. And then finally, the fifth way that we went, we were able to get through. It was
Mhm.
at Christmas time. We had the bright idea of going up to the Midwest at Christmas time to see family. Never
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Never.
Yep. Yeah, we got to the point where we don't even make too many plans with family that have to travel for Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's always a if you can get here kind of thing. Because
Yeah,
you
we'll
just
go.
never know whether they're actually going to be. We may be only an hour apart, but that hour apart can be at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to Vegas through the mountains for Thanksgiving. So that'll
That
be
should be fun.
well, we're not going for Christmas, but I hear there's not too much. There's no snow in for Thanksgiving, but Christmas there will be.
Well, we lived in Indiana, or I lived in Indiana, and the year that we had a tornado, a blizzard, an ice storm, and a flood, we moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
All within about 6 months. So I decided that was enough for me, and they don't have snowstorms out here. They have snow that hits the ground and melts by noon.
Out here they have no snow.
Yeah,
I'm a
but
Yeah.
it
Wants to
have
be
a lot of
a show
heat
off.
too.
Well, the reason I'm so I'm a like thinker with RV Lady because if I had my way, we would travel with the weather, and I want to be out of snow and ice. I don't want severely hot winter or summers. I just want to make that loop of traveling just like she talks about.
Yeah. No extreme weather.
Exactly. Yeah, and I hope I hope to heck she finds that piece of property that she keeps wanting to, with an RV park that we can become a RV commune. Makes me
Sounds
think of
good.
the 60s.
Well, I
Sounds
knew that
good.
one. If she had told me where she was going in Oregon, I could have told her what she'd run into.
Yeah.
Well, I told her
What
to
was she
run.
saying about that? I heard last weekend it's something about the place was known for a meth lab or something.
There was a
Yep.
bunch of meth addicts, yeah.
And it
But
was
she
by
was
the
right.
coast, and
She,
a lot of fog, and
Oh,
that's not what she wants.
she was
yeah.
right near Coos Bay, and that's what that place is well known for.
Oh, yeah. I just know that she said that there was a lot of you can hear the traffic off of 101.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I heard meth, and then I had to go. I'm like, oh, not the place I want to retire.
Well,
Well,
I think it just happens to be the people that are parked there that's the problem, but
yeah, it was just that particular place. It was a bad place.
I think you could easily get rid of the people if you bought the land, but she said there was 18 acres that ran down the side of the 101. And I've been trying to figure that out, but one whole side of the property was against the 101, so you might be able to put up enough sound deadening with shrubbery and trees and that kind of stuff, but I don't know.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, everybody. Good
Another
evening.
Deb.
Now
It's
we
almost
have
like a Deb chat.
now
can call
we
it
have
Deb.
4. I
Good
said we're
evening.
just gonna have to go by our state names, Iowa Deb, Florida Deb,
That's fine.
California Deb.
There are probably more than one California Deb and Florida Deb, but
Well, it works for right now anyway.
it sure does. It works fine. You can call me anything.
So the
I
rain
missed, I guess.
cycle, did the rain finally stop in Florida?
Yeah. Now it's like back to just your normal afternoon thunderstorm, but it's not. It's not like it was, which was like nonstop.
Good. Wonderful.
I'm so ready for like the heat to go away. Tonight I went out and you go to a restaurant, it's nice and air conditioned. You walk out and your glasses steam up and it feels like the oven's on, and then it's so sick of it.
I remember those days.
I won't miss Florida for a while, but I will miss the friendships and of course the waterways and everything. Not the heat.
Are you leaving Florida, Deb?
Oh yeah. I'm going.
Hey, Deb, do you have 2 windows open, Deb? Because we're getting...
I just heard that right when Deb came out. I haven't done anything.
No, I'm talking to Florida, Deb.
I don't.
Sorry.
I have the channels muted. Let me put my I'll put my headset on. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Don't they have less humidity in Texas?
Well, I'm not staying there either, but I am going to Texas because that's where my friends are.
Oh, right. I remember you saying that. I saw a video. Do you go to Texas to meet somebody?
Well, actually, hold on a minute. Okay. Is that any better?
Yeah, so far.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to Texas, a little tiny town. My best friend and her husband, and all their family. Her 2 sons live there with their in-laws. It's weird, and grandkids. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to have a hernia surgery within probably a month or so. Kind of rest up there and probably spend the holidays because it's okay. I just don't think it's not like I want to live in Texas. I really want to live in the Northwest, but that's where I'm starting, and then we'll see. hopefully I'll get better with my surgery and, get on the road and visit friends in California, and I want to see Arizona.
We're in California.
I grew up in Los Angeles, LA, near like the Valley and West Hollywood. So I don't really care if I go to LA though. My friends live in Santa Barbara area
Yeah,
and
that's
Mount
where we
Shasta.
are. We're
that's
by Riverside.
okay. Well, my friends live in a little town called La Conchita, right on the beach.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a little tiny town on your way to Santa Barbara, and
Okay.
just tiny little houses. Been there forever. And my friend and the two guys I know lived there for a long, long time. But it was passed down, this little house, to them, and it's right across the street from the ocean.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be there for a while. Yeah,
That'd be
good.
tough
They're like
to be
brothers.
right across the street from the ocean.
I know, and it's a big, it's like a Highway 101, so you can't walk across it, but they built a tunnel underneath 101 so they can get to the beach. I'm looking forward to that. And then my very close girlfriend lives up in Mount Shasta in the north part of California. So those are the two different places I have real close friends, and then I have another really close friend in Seattle. Spread out,
I'm still planning on taking you to breakfast.
When
You come up
would you
to
like to?
Tacoma.
I might get there, and I'll be on here. So
I'm not far from Seattle.
see, you'll know where I am. So if you're close to me, let me know. I'll come visit. At least I'll take the truck and say hello, or meet
Yeah,
you
I'm only
somewhere.
about 40 minutes from Seattle, so.
I love Seattle area. I could live there too.
Oh, I don't know if I would. I don't like the traffic. It's gotten really bad.
Well, I wouldn't want to live in the city. Maybe outside the city.
Oh.
Yeah, not in the city. Too much.
I just want to be mobile so we
I'm
can,
mobile.
go.
I was hearing you guys talk about, like waiting. When do you go and how do you do it? And I wish that. Oh God, I wish I had my last 5 years back.
Yeah.
So I could have gone with my husband because we really wanted to do this. But you know how you put things off? You say,
Yeah.
well, in another year, we'll work hard and we'll do this. And unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah.
Was he slightly older than you, Deb?
We were the same age.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's
Yeah,
scary.
Well, he was a Vietnam vet, and I think he went because of the Agent Orange they sprayed. The kind of cancer he got is on the list.
Okay.
So we're not, how do you know where it comes from, really? But I'm applying for a pension, but I've already been denied once. But everybody says that that's what they do.
Yeah,
So
they deny you.
Yeah, so I'm appealing it. Might take another year.
Appealed it 3 times, Deb.
Yeah, if I get it, then I'll have some bucks. Because I
And
gotta pay you from.
don't let the process discourage you.
It is kind of discouraging, at first, because it takes several months to do this kind of. It's like you apply and you have to fill out lots of forms and send information about Mark and my marriage license and any divorces you have to show, and then after so many months they go, this is the weird thing. They said, and Mark was wounded. He had a knee injury, so he got 10% disability from the VA.
Right.
And they said there was that I have to come up with something that shows that he was in Vietnam. I'm like, I didn't have anything. He had a Purple Heart, but it doesn't say Vietnam on it. And on his D14 or whatever it is, that paper that
DD-214.
yeah, that it says Asian conflict. So it could be anywhere, right? But Mark told me it was Vietnam. He was a vet and he was proud of it. So now I've had to apply to get all his records. So now I did that in March, and I just got a letter that a DVD is
Right.
coming, whatever it is, with all the records on it, and it'll take another 3 or 4 months. So they
Wow.
put it off. It's like I don't know, but I've been dealing with an American Legion because he was a member. So, like you say, it's very easy to get discouraged and say, "Oh well."
But you know, it's retroactive. It's from when the first day that you put the application in.
Yeah. So it would be if I got it in a year or so, I would have a couple
A
of years worth.
huge, yeah,
I would be. Oh man, that's when I get my Class A.
yeah, exactly.
You never know, you know.
Yeah, you will get a chunk of change for
I
the
hope so.
remaining of your life, and that will be. My girlfriend's a Army nurse, and she ended up with all kinds of issues before she left the military,
Hmm.
and they put her through such agony. And I don't
Yeah.
honestly know, with the condition she was in, how she did it, but she would not let go of it.
Yeah, you
They
can't.
don't
And
want to
she
pay you.
finally got it. But
It's like 1,270 a month,
yeah,
and you get insurance, some sort of insurance
yes.
for health, and you can go to any PX. You have you can go to the PX and buy stuff.
There's another thing you can do too, and that's she travels all over the country and stays in these military
Oh yeah, the RV base.
cabins or houses
Yeah.
or condos or whatever it
Possibility,
is.
actually, you can. That's right.
And
I would
Yep.
then,
love it. I don't know what the future holds, and I take it like I'm really taking it daily because every day there's something new pops up, you know?
well, and that insurance is so incredibly important because it acts as gap insurance too.
I would. It's a dream.
It'll happen as long as you can just
Just
I got to
ignore.
find
pursue it.
out. Well, if the records show that he was in Vietnam, that's all I need. That's the only thing stopping it. And what I was told by the American Legion guy, he says a lot of people, they say that they don't have the records because in those days it's all paper. You know, so things get lost, they get burned, helicopters went down, and it's big excuses. But they know where he was.
Yeah, they darn well bet they do.
Do you know any of his buddies?
No, you know, we were married 8 years and together like 13 years. And before that, he was married for 20 years and had grown kids. So anything that happened that he might have had probably left at the big house he had. He lived in Wyoming. A lot of people died. You know, I mean, the stories that I heard, you know, he had nightmares but he didn't really. He used to go once a year. He would go to some kind of gathering, like they meet. I'm not even sure.
Reunion? Like a
Like a
reunion?
reunion. He didn't do it when he was with me. Actually, the first year he met me, he did. And he would come back, and they all had like T-shirts, but then he never went again. And I just don't have proof of anything other than what
I just
he's.
thought maybe one of his buddies would be able to give you the proof you need.
Yeah, I don't have anyone that I could call or anything. Because when he left Wyoming to be with me, he didn't. He just took a truck. He didn't even. You know, he just left everything.
And his adult children, you have no conversation to get anything from them?
No, I only met him once. The kids.
Okay. Okay.
They came when he was sick. They came down. Spent about a week. Crazy.
Is that another Deb with the baby there?
Oh no, that was me. I went to go get some ice water.
That's her
Okay.
grandbaby.
That's a grandbaby.
That's my grandboy. He's gonna be 3 next month.
That's a sweet
You're a
age.
grandmother?
Yeah, doesn't she?
Wow, you look young.
Yeah, and you're looking good, Dad, by the way. You're looking really pretty.
Well, thank you. My hair, I feel like my hair, you know, I'm not used to having this curly hair, so I have a hard time figuring out what to do with it. So
You're looking good. I'm telling you, your face is getting thin. Your dimples are coming out, and you got pretty hair. Yeah, pretty girl.
I was going to ask RV or RN Deb if she could maybe answer a question for me, because I've been to the doctor a couple of times. I've done some tests. They did a what's that sonogram on your heart?
Okay.
Echocardiogram?
Echocardiogram, yeah. So the heart thing is ruled out, but I am swelling so bad. I couldn't even wear, I had to wear, what is it, those shoes I wear them all the time, but, you just slip your feet in, they're ugly.
So, like, you're saying that when you
Flip-flops or Crocs?
Crocs?
I
when
had
you push your
church this
finger on
morning
your
because I couldn't get my shoes on.
when you
Are
push
you
your finger on
diabetic?
your like legs, does it stay down? Like when you when you
Oh yeah, it's definitely, like I said, I've been to the doctor, so it's definitely.
what did it say?
And I'm on water pills. I'm on 40 milligrams of Lasix a day, but I'm still having this problem. I have another appointment with my doctor on next week, I think. But
Bummer.
what else causes swelling besides heart? And they've checked my kidneys. My kidneys are functioning fine. What else causes the swelling? Because I've never had this problem before.
Do you have
Are
a
you
problem?
diabetic?
Do you eat much salty food?
No, I mean, no. I home cook everything, and I don't add a lot of salt. My husband doesn't like salt.
Are you diabetic, Debbie?
No, I'm not
I
diabetic.
I don't know what that is.
Pressure.
What's the humidity and temperature like now?
Oh, the humidity's pretty high. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's always
Okay.
hot here in Kansas. Is that my doctor seems to think it's because I'm coming down off the prednisone and my body's just kind of wonky.
Yeah, that's what I would guess too. I'll bet you there's a direct correlation with your prednisone and your swelling. And in time, I think it'll even out. But in the meantime, all I can do is tell you when you got the grandkids, you'll laugh at me, but get down on the floor and put your feet up against the wall or put your feet up against a piece of furniture or whatever and get them way above your heart.
I was just going to say put your feet up. Yeah.
Yeah, and do it 2 or 3 times a day and see if that doesn't help some. It probably has to do a lot with what's called dependent, meaning when you're standing up cooking, you're standing up doing dishes, you're sitting at the desk and your feet are on the floor, everything is dependent from your heart. And so if you could, get on the floor, it kills me to get on the floor because of my bad knees. But if you can get on the floor and get your feet up above your heart and do that 3 or 4 times a day, it could potentially help. Now, are your hands swelling too?
Yeah. My hands, I haven't been able to wear my rings for a long time, but.
Right. And that's directly related to your cortisone.
Prednisone.
Prednisone. That makes you.
Prednisone.
Yeah.
But I'm only on 10 milligrams now, and I was on 60.
Yeah, it's still in your system, and it's still, like the doc said, it's rebounding from all of that.
Well, I hope it quits, because I can't even wear decent shoes to church.
Yeah. Well, at least it's summertime, so you can attempt to get away with it when you're wearing flip-flops, because...
nobody wants to see these crusty feet. I don't wear no flip-flops.
Now, Krusty, come on.
I have all kinds of feet problems with neuropathy and arthritis. So my feet are a huge issue of limitations because my neuropathy makes them feel incredibly funny feeling. Hi, Francis. And, oh yeah, Francis, let's see, let me read this.
I see that you said that I've had an angiogram, not an angiogram, where they checked all the monitor things. I've had
an echo.
EKG.
And the sonogram of the heart. My heart's fine.
Good.
My heart and lungs are fine.
It's just the medication must be really, doing havoc to your
Yeah.
system.
But I take, like I said, 40 milligrams of Lasix a day. I imagine she's probably going to up that because she thinks I've got 15 or 20 pounds of water on me.
Man.
Yeah, prednisone will do that.
Just 10 milligrams, though, because I was on 60 for
Yeah,
a
but
long
see,
time.
it accumulates over time. It ends up in your body. It doesn't all flush out. And so even though you're only on 10 now, you were on 60, and, it's got to work its way out of your body.
He's taken me off of it real slowly. And so from 60 to 10, it's probably taken me 3 months to get to there.
Now, the thing I want to warn you is you be really careful with that Lasix, because it can give you other issues.
What kind of?
Well, you got to make sure you're taking. You got to make sure your potassium doesn't drop.
Oh, would that make me swell if it did? Because I have had problems with potassium in the past.
Are you having leg cramps?
No.
Okay, leg cramps are a first indication of some potassium issues. But before you get to that point, you make sure that you're on. Frances says she takes 40 Lasix too. You make sure that you're eating your bananas and look up on Google. I can't think of anything other than bananas right at the moment, but look it up on Google about high protein. What? Janice, what'd you say?
You shut up.
Potato chips.
I don't
For
have
potassium?
stuff in my house. Now, I do have microwave popcorn, but I probably have that like once, maybe twice a month.
Yeah.
Have a banana.
Yeah, bananas are the best that I can come up with, but I know if you Google it, you'll find other foods that are, I'm going to say broccoli, that are high in potassium.
I think so.
Well, I even have some potassium here because, like I said, I've been real low on potassium before. I don't remember how much I needed to take, though, because I've had it for a while.
Yeah, all you have to do is like have half a banana a day. You'll be okay with the potassium.
You think half's enough?
Yeah, half's enough, yeah.
Well,
I eat a whole one every day. I eat a whole one every day, otherwise I end up with leg cramps, and I'm on a diuretic as well.
Yeah. I eat a...
Raise your hand if you're not on we're all on diuretics.
I'm not on anything.
Wait, yeah, but you're 53.
No drugs.
There's always a smart aleck in the
Cinepril.
I'm not talking to you. You're 53, Ms. Deb.
How old are you, Deb?
I'm 53. I turned 53 in June.
Okay. I didn't think you were that old.
You're the same age as one of my kids.
There you go.
Deb, you're 53 and you have a grandbaby?
I have a 9-year-old grandson.
Oh my goodness. I have a 16-year-old boy. 17. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My baby is 20.
I was old when I started having kids.
I had my first one at 15. He's 37.
Oh, yeah, I had my son when I was 28.
When you start early, you get grandkids early, but you get an empty nest early as well.
That's right.
And
I still got a 17-year-old.
My oldest is 37, and my baby is 25.
Oh, wow.
So from my oldest to my youngest is 12 years.
Yeah, there's something to be said for starting early. Frances, I'm hoping you can hear me and I'm not breaking up, but sister, we're in the same ballpark with the salt. The minute I eat taco chips, potato chips, anything that I put salt on or has salt, I can just automatically assume that I'm going to have all kinds of issues with edema. And I don't have a heart problem either, but my body will not tolerate salt anymore. So, which is a real problem because I'm a saltaholic. So I cook with no salt, and then I went to sea salt, hoping it was better than iodized salt. I
Have
don't
you
think it
tried
is.
Himalayan salt?
I've heard of trying Himalayan salt.
Yeah, that's what we eat.
Okay,
It's a
I'll have to
pink
buy
salt.
that.
Isn't it salty still?
It's not that much. It's not that much. We buy it from Costco and it's got a grinder on it, so
Yeah.
so it's fresher when you grind it, and it doesn't taste that salty at all. I mean,
Well,
when
what's
we go out to restaurants, I get fries with no salt, and that salt, the iodine salt, tastes much more saltier than the Himalayan salt.
the problem I have with salt is that we have all this garden produce like cucumbers and tomatoes, and I just can't eat them without some salt on it.
Yeah. Well,
Try the Himalayan salt.
yeah.
I'll have to buy it.
Yeah, it's pink.
Yes, I knew it was kind of a pinky lavender.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, RN Deb, I have a question for you regarding your neuropathy.
Uh-huh.
I have it also. Are you on any kind of medicine?
Yeah. Gabapentin.
Hate that stuff.
You know, I that runs in my husband's family, and my father-in-law is taking this supplement, and he's been on it for a year now, and he's much better with his neuropathy. It stops the progression, and he's had much more better balance.
And what's he on?
It's a supplement. It's called Protandim.
Will you spell that for me?
It's here. I'll type it in. It's
Okay.
Protandim.
That's better than taking gabapentin.
Well, the trolls ain't
And
gonna
what it
bother
does
us
is,
tonight. We're just a bunch of old ladies talking about our old lady stuff.
Hey, I love it. You know, I'll tell you, when it comes to what'd you call this?
Protandim.
California Deb?
It's
It's a supplement?
Protandim. Yes, it's a supplement,
Yeah.
and you have to get it from somebody. I just happen to sell it, and my whole other side of the family, my husband's side of the family, all has neuropathy. I mean, my husband's aunt has it like up to her butt. It runs in his side of the family, and his brother just got it, and he's taking it, and um my husband's aunt's son now has it. He's starting to take it, so it runs rampant in his family. But my father-in-law is stable now. So,
But you sell it?
yeah, it's a yeah, yeah. And he has wet macular degeneration because he had cataracts,
Yes.
and every few months it used to be every month he gets shots in his eyes to take the liquid out,
Oh hell.
and he, like I said, he's been taking this since last August. And Deb, you probably know what I'm talking about with the color, with the tests that you take with the eyes, when it's red, yellow, and green.
Yeah.
And his was red, which is dangerous, and now he was taking it every month, and now he's not taking shots anymore
Wonderful.
because his Protandim is helping his eyes. That his balance is so much better. I mean, his neuropathy. I've been married for 25 years, and his neuropathy has gone from his feet, and he started taking this stuff, and now it has stopped just below his knees. So, and he's been taking it since August
And
for a little
so
over a year.
do you have a website, or how do I go about buying this from you?
Well, you can look at it. Yeah, I have a website. I could type it in for you.
Great.
Deb, do you want to invite Francis to come on?
Sure, Francis, if you want to. You bet. Deb, do you want to send her a link?
I can.
Okay, thanks, Deb.
Now, Deb, what's your neuropathy from?
Diabetes. Now, it started out, and I think it started out just from being a nurse and being on my feet, because they would check me for diabetes and I didn't have it. But the older I get, now my A1Cs are saying I'm diabetic, or I have diabetes type 2, which is, elderly elderly onset.
Yeah, that's what my father-in-law had too. He
So,
actually he's borderline diabetic.
yeah, no, not anymore for
Oh.
me. Now my A1Cs say I'm diabetic.
Yeah, I'm diabetic. I had to have a distal pancreatectomy and became a diabetic.
Sure.
What's your A1C, Deb?
What?
What was your A1C?
A
See, mine sits around like what's the lowest? Like
I
five
don't know on
something.
the test
Five.
itself.
Yeah, I'm like 5.3.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I'm trying to keep it there too.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
I take metformin one a day.
you do? For a 5.3?
Yeah. Well, it's gone up to 5.6 at times.
Okay.
I
But
thought five
not.
eight was still considered normal.
Yeah, 6 is bad.
I'm
See,
just
it's
I'm
just that the
surprised that you're on metformin and when you're at 5.3, 5.6. But hey, catch it early. You know.
yeah. I think if I just lose about 20, 30 more pounds, I wouldn't need it.
Right.
My blood
Right.
pressure was like 117/68 the other day.
That's beautiful.
I know,
Yeah.
couldn't believe it because it goes up sometimes.
Yeah.
And I do take I take three things: labetalol, um, lisinopril, and metformin.
Yeah. There you go. I
There I
just
go.
started a different. I was on metformin, but I still am. But I was having so many complications with the metformin,
Really?
and it wasn't seeming to do any good. I mean, it does good, I'm sure, but I went from 7.7 to 8. So now we're trying one of the newer meds, to see whether or not that does any good. Of course, we're right at the worst time of the year for us because it's garden season, which is good healthy stuff, but it's also the Iowa State Fair, which every junk food you can imagine on a stick has been, available. Now, to be honest with you, I don't like most of it, but I've had way too much sugar in the last 10 days, I'll tell you that.
I love sugar. That's my weakness.
Deb,
Cinnamon rolls with pecans.
Mm.
hey Deb,
Yes,
RN,
yes.
if you look, I just put in the link. If you go to that ABC report link, that will tell you everything you want to know about this. And
Okay,
then the other one, My Life Manage, that's my link to just sign up and get it. But look at that ABC report, and that will tell you every scientific thing you want to know. And they
okay.
also have PubMed. They also have PubMed on there to look at the medical journals. You know what PubMed is, right?
Yeah, I might if I really understood the word you're saying.
PubMed. My family is all nurses. I was in nursing too.
PubMed. No, I guess I don't know what that is.
Oh, that is peer reviews.
Oh, no, sorry. No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a bunch of studies, and it's peer reviews by it's a medical field.
Okay.
So it's like what is that book? What is the big thick doctor's book?
Oh, PDR.
Yeah, PDR. Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
But it's a bunch of reviews on different supplements, different medical drugs and stuff.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll
Scientific
sure look into
reviews.
it.
Yeah.
I am I have a girlfriend that's really pushing me to take cinnamon. You can
Oh,
get
yes.
cinnamon in capsules,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be very helpful for people with diabetes.
Yeah, cinnamon's very good.
So she keeps
But
pushing me to get my cinnamon in capsules and start getting it into my system to see if that would help anything. You know, I quit smoking, so, you know, how much more do I have to give up? But
Yeah.
I'd like
With
to
cinnamon,
go through, I'd like to keep both my legs, and that's my big fear, is that they're going to start cutting things off at the bottom and work their way up.
Yeah.
you know, with cinnamon, you have to be careful not to take too much cinnamon because that bothers your heart. It gives you heart problems if you have too much.
I'm very careful with quantity. I hardly ever take as many pills or as much of a dose as what the doc wants, unless it's like an antibiotic, because I run into being extremely sensitive to the medication. So
Yeah.
I can understand starting very slow on the cinnamon. Hey,
Yeah.
Francis.
Hi,
Thank,
Francis.
thank
Hi.
goodness it's not another Debbie.
Sorry,
Hi, Francis.
I have
Come on,
to reduce the
change,
volume down so I don't get feedback.
Okay, you
change,
sound good so far.
change your name to Deb, will you?
There's too many Debbies
We've got
around.
like 5 Debs here.
Oh, Debbie lives out on the front porch. Her YouTube thing doesn't work. She can't upload a video. She
What
can't
happened?
make comments. Something's wrong with her YouTube channel. And we
Oh,
don't
that's
know what the
weird.
hell's wrong with it. So.
Francis, do you have 2 windows open?
What?
Do you have your TV on, or do you have 2 windows open?
So I gotta close. I gotta
Sorry.
close the door. There was a fly in here. They opened the front door and a fly flew in. And guess where it comes? It comes in my room, right? So I turned the light on in the hall, and hopefully the fly will go in there.
There you go.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I just love Francis. She's so much fun.
Bugs are attracted to the light, so I was hoping the fly would exit my bedroom. I just came in here too. We had a Debbie Lynn's got one of those new wave ovens like you, RV Debs,
Huh?
and she made chicken legs, or not chicken legs, drummings, you know,
That's legs.
with barbecue, so oh my God.
Oh, wow. Doesn't that cook good?
How is that thing? Is that good?
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
New Wave?
It cooks
Yeah, the chicken was
very
fantastic.
evenly. Yeah, it comes out good. Doesn't heat the kitchen up. Doesn't draw a lot of electricity. And I can't say enough good things about it, actually.
Is it crispy, like when you cook chicken?
Just like when you cook, and you can, the healthy thing is you could do a breading and put it on there, and it gets crispy without frying it. So
Oh, nice.
There wasn't any breading on this.
you don't need it if it's got good sauce.
On the grill.
With
and,
Debbie Lynn's sauce.
Yeah, she made a special sauce in a
Oh
pot.
yeah.
And then she didn't put the sauce on the chicken while it was in the New Wave. After the chicken was done, she took it out and put it in the bowl and get the
Drenched
sauce
it.
all over the chicken. So that's the way I like it. There was no breading. It was just all the
stuff.
skin. The barbecue sauce is so good, you eat everything but the bone, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the New Wave is good though. I mean, I run my air conditioner and cook at the same time, which I was happy about. And you can just about cook anything in it, even eggs. I haven't done eggs, but
Yeah. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those.
We're hanging
Don't
out
hesitate.
here with, this is a ladies chat with, Debbie.
Hey there, Debbie Lynn.
Lynn.
For some odd reason, I don't know what's going on with my computer, but I can't get on my videos.
I know. YouTube is a mess.
Are you guys having the same problem?
Oh, they're making all kinds of changes, and it is a nightmare right now.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
one
glad I
time
got
lost
on.
400, they said I lost 400 subscribers at one time at one drop.
I lost
Oh, wow.
138.
Yeah.
Where do you lose them to?
I don't know. It could have been a song that I wrote. I don't know.
They're screwed up.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But,
YouTube's a mess right now.
Yeah, they said all this, and I'm like, well, okay. And then now they're saying I'm restricted for putting anything up. I can't even post nothing up there. I can't make no comment or nothing.
And you
somebody give you a strike?
I don't know. I'm suspended from the ads because where my screen is touch screen, and sometimes I kind of try to touch out of something, and I accidentally hit the ad, I guess. And so I got suspension from the ad thing, which that's but for some odd reason I can't post I can't get no videos posted on here, and I can't get them shared or nothing. Well, I can post them on there, but I can't share them.
Oh my goodness.
You want to move this out to the kitchen table so we can sit down out there or what?
Nah,
that is, I'll tell you.
But so I don't know what's going on.
See, California Death, why I'm so, I'm reserved.
Oh.
Yeah. See my Barbie? Yeah. Yeah. Look at her. Watch her do exercises. Hey, a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. There you go. And a 1 and a 2 and
only Debbie Lynn would have a corkscrew Barbie.
She doesn't off her head.
I thought you were going to share that with us. I didn't realize it was a toy.
Yeah, it's a corkscrew Barbie.
Yeah, it's a corkscrew with the with the Barbie head.
She done got it too excited and done lost her head. Look at that.
Guess where I went tonight? I went to the Drag Queen Bingo.
You went to Drag Queen what?
Drag Queen Bingo at Hamburger Mary's.
Oh my goodness. I'm so jealous.
I just put the video out too.
I used to go there once in a while.
It was fun.
Y'all.
What?
I just got my letter that I won my shots. So I get my
Yay, Deb!
So I get my
shots. Wonderful.
What do you get? What do you get different?
Huh? Well, yeah, they had me. I was on the estrogen tablets, and
now you get shots.
Yeah, I was wanting the injection.
Yeah.
And so it took a while for me to fight it, but she wasn't going to do it. But I had to do some things, and I went behind her back, got it done, and now she's all nice and dandy and happy, and
yeah,
I got my shots, and I'm happy too. So
I'm glad for you. That's great.
Yeah, I'm thrilled for you.
She's bad on everybody she meets. I mean, she just got an attitude.
Who does?
This doctor.
Okay.
My endo.
I thought she moved over to a GYN.
Pardon?
I thought she moved over to a GYN.
But after I thought about it, that ain't my style either. I'm not one for letting nobody push me around like that either.
Okay.
No matter if it's a doctor, and I figure I'm already there.
Well, you got it. That's what you got it. That's good.
So I went ahead and I said, well, I just go one step up above her, and that's what I done. And, so I mean, and I had to threaten a grievance at one time. I had to, but after that, she was nice as could be. Good. She had this attitude like, if you don't do as I say, I'll send you all 3 hours away and all this stuff like that. Real nasty and everything, just hateful.
As soon as you stood up to her, she changed her tune.
Yeah, she'd ask me, she says, why? And I said, well, she said, I said, why what? That's what I asked her. She goes, why now? I said, well, it happened, and then she said, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, well, then why'd you ask me?
Why don't you just get another doctor?
Crazy.
I don't want to hear it. I tell her, you're going to hear it.
The endocrinologist that Deb has in her area that she went to for her gender reassignment injections. And is that the right way to say it, Deb? Gender?
Yeah, they're
So it's just estrogen. What's estrogen?
Well,
with a V? Valero.
They call it Hertz. Or transgender.
Therapy is what.
They call it cross-dressing hormones. That's what they call it.
Okay. I didn't know exactly how to explain it either.
Just hormone.
So many words to use and learn.
Hormone replacement therapy, yeah, but
hormone replacement therapy, yeah, that's what I thought too.
They also call it cross-dressing hormones too, when you change gender.
Tonight the person that was the drag queen that was calling bingo, she said, I'm a transsexual. And I didn't know that. I don't know what that means now.
Okay, then she probably had a full. She's either probably had a full surgery.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, because see, I'm transgendered. I ain't had no surgery or nothing like that. Okay.
Right.
so
You got a
transsexual
cross-dresser.
is somebody that.
Okay,
so
let's say
trans-
this. You got a cross dresser. Let's
Yeah,
say
I didn't know that
Amanda.
part. Okay.
Let's say Amanda. I'm gonna say this because I'm calling it what it is. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's a cross dresser.
Right.
A cross dresser gets excited about the clothes. Okay, stuff like that.
And the
Somebody with transgender, that ain't about the clothes. It ain't about all that stuff. It's about who you see looking in the mirror, looking back at you.
right.
That ain't you. That ain't who I'm talking to. That's not me. So that's transgender. Okay.
Right.
Thinking that you should have been a woman already. That you already
Right.
feel that you're a woman.
So a transsexual's already done something.
The clothes and stuff don't mean nothing.
So do you think a transsexual in this concept would be like Jen? Because Jen's had the surgery?
Jen
Yeah.
is a transsexual.
Yeah, she
Oh,
would
okay.
be a full transsexual. There's a lot of people out here you don't realize was not true transsexuals.
What's a transvestite?
A transvestite is almost the same thing
That's
as
just
a
somebody that
cross-dresser.
dresses. That's just somebody that dresses in the opposite sex
It's
clothing.
the same
That's
thing.
a cross-dresser, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, so both
You
of
get
those
excited
terms
about
mean the
clothes.
same thing.
They get excited about the clothes.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Man,
about
I'll tell you.
The first time I went to,
Aren't you glad we're all women here?
Yeah,
the first time I went to, what's that place called you went to, Hamburger Mary?
Hamburger Mary's. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the drag shows. We actually went there on a Sunday afternoon with the people from my church. They're having a fundraiser.
Yeah.
And so we
that's
just
what
went
they
over
do.
there for lunch, and then there was these drag queens walking around, and people putting dollars in their bra and stuff.
God.
And I thought they were real females, and
They look like they're trans. Like the ones that were at this
the
place.
guys I was with said, no, those are guys, those are males. I said,
Well, they have boobs. They how can they? If you've got boobs, if you went and got a boob job,
well, some of
then
them
you're
have
half and half, right?
Some of them put inserts or something.
So what does this have to do with RV and hangout here? Oh my God.
Because Francis and Deb are two of our favorite people here. Sorry.
Okay.
Listen, you never know what you're going to learn when you're in a hangout.
Yeah, you
Well,
never
yeah.
know about the RV
Especially
community.
when
Let
it
me
comes
tell
to
you.
RV. Because they're transgender people like RVs too.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
there you go.
It's
Hey,
cross.
that's something I was going to ask you.
Yeah, you get it all.
You're going in and out.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out right now, Debbie.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't know
now
why.
talk.
Try it again.
The volume is only 15% on our microphone.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
good.
really?
You're good.
We can
now.
hear
I think
you.
we
It was just
Well, no, my
breaking up.
speaker is at 15%. You can hear us fine.
Your internet
I got
connection,
the
Francis.
speaker down low, so it won't go with reverb back in the mic.
Yeah.
We can always talk about the black tank. No, just kidding.
the black tank.
Yeah, but I already know all that
Not
stuff.
necessary,
This is an
really.
education here.
You got that black tape
Hey, y'all.
down,
I'm
Grandma.
gonna
Hey,
step outside.
I'm all right with it.
I'll talk to you after all a while.
hey Deb, keep plugging away at your YouTube,
I don't know
Deb.
what happened, but I lost my.
It's
lost
right
my
there. It's
head.
right there on
Oh,
the
there-
battle,
yeah.
right?
Don't lose your Barbie head.
Yeah, I got her. Yeah.
Oh, good.
They probably. Now I'm showing something. They probably thought I'd done killed somebody on here or something. I don't know. Good thing I ain't drinking red
Yeah,
Bull.
Yeah, she's Barbie's having a grass party. Ready? 500 jumping jacks. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Only if I'm sitting down am I doing any jumping jack.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. I'm so happy for Debbie Lynn. I want her to enjoy the second half of her life. To be whoever she feels like she is.
Amen. I'll drink to that.
Okay. Have a
Water.
sip for me too.
No, I'm not drinking. I don't drink.
Okay. Sorry. All right. So, we were talking. Hey, maybe Debbie Lynn got us off of talking about our pills and our health anyway. But yeah, I will definitely check out California Deb, your stuff that you shared with me, because anything I can do at this point, I was.
Oh yeah, my father-in-law is just doing fantastic with it.
All right. I'm so tired of when I walk on my feet, I have to be on a solid surface
Oh yeah.
because my feet feel like they've kind of got like styrofoam or something like that underneath them when I walk. And sometimes I'm not sure where my feet are. Like if I have house slippers like everybody does that you just slide your feet into, and I'll walk right out of them and not know it.
Are you wearing braces?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's interesting because I have the same feeling, and it's hard to explain to somebody. I can't walk on grass.
No, never.
But I can walk on cement.
Yes. Yes.
Do you wear shoes in the house? You know, like a solid shoe?
I wear those.
Yeah.
I just wear those fluffy, slippery things, and like I said, every once in a while I'll realize that I've walked out of it. It's like all of a sudden I realize I have one shoe on.
Yeah,
I get
it's not
numbness in
good
my
because
feet,
you could walk into, I don't know if you're an RV, but you could walk into something and break your toe and not even know.
I'm not allowed out of bed without my shoes on.
Yeah. Now see, but you must have a great deal of numbness, Janice, because I'm the other extreme. I feel like I'm walking on the styrofoamy stuff, but yet I also feel like I have hypersensitivity.
The best way I can explain mine is it's, when your foot goes to sleep.
Yep.
And then it's just starting to wake up and you have all those pins and needles in your foot. That's the way mine feels. That's the way mine feels all the time.
Sometimes I feel like I've got two stumps, like my toes are dead.
Yes,
no,
absolutely.
I felt like that when I had my back surgery. My
We're
spine
pathetic.
was compressed. Yeah. And I've had that same feeling in my feet for a year.
Yeah.
It was very hypersensitive. I couldn't even put my socks on.
Oh.
It was so bad.
Where was your herniated disc?
Well, it's L5 and S1.
Yeah.
And it actually, I've been putting off surgery for 32 years.
Yeah.
And my back my spine actually just broke.
Ooh.
And I couldn't walk. And it was a week, and I always had problems with my back. And after I couldn't walk for a week, and then it was 2 weeks, and thank God I could have been paralyzed because there was a bone in there. Shh, quiet. There was a bone in there floating.
Goodness.
So I could have been paralyzed at any time.
I'm so glad you're not. Jeez.
Yeah, but my
What's
legs
your name?
were just
What's your first
really
name?
bad. Me?
Deb.
Yeah.
Debbie.
You're Debbie too?
Yeah.
No, we got like 5 Debbies here.
So like, because I'm seeing RV. What's your whole name so I know who I'm talking to? RV.
RV and Live the Dream.
Do I subscribe to you? Because I should.
I'm
writing down everybody too.
It's my picture. Can you see me? Can you see the picture?
I see you.
Yeah, I just put a text in there.
Yeah, I
If
see
you
it.
click on that, you can subscribe that way.
Oh, on the side chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I already did that too because I have not subbed you, and I definitely will.
Yeah, well, that's how you know, that's how you know who to sub.
Yeah, because we're gonna get together and you're gonna show me how to do this hangout, right?
We are, but I want you to know that it's 2 weeks away,
Yeah,
and I can't. We're gonna have to just.
What hangout is that?
Because they're making so many changes right now that 2 weeks from now it could be a whole new process to get on here. So we'll just have to stay in touch.
Are you talking about RV Lady Woman's RV?
Yeah, this is the continuation of hers. She was on for an hour and a half, and she said, "Okay, somebody go open up a new window. I gotta go eat." So we continued her chat over here, but I'm afraid that a lot of people just couldn't find it. Because we had 50 people, but now we've got 6. We had 50 people at Ladies.
What are you guys doing?
How many
Well, I
people
haven't
were?
eaten either, so.
How many people were on the panel?
At RVLADY'S?
Yeah.
4 or 5. I didn't count
doing?
necessarily.
That's
nauseous.
I didn't
I
hear
think
you. What?
five.
Get on.
I think
I
5.
tried.
You guys, I gotta go take my dogs out. I'll talk to you next week.
Okay.
Okay, Debbie.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So
Bye.
how many were on the panel? I'm curious.
I think 5.
Oh, okay. Good. At least she had some people on.
Well, she had
Well-
50 people in the room.
No, but I mean, sometimes it's just RV Lady.
That's because we don't get the invite.
Well, I know. That's what I'm
Hard
trying
to
to say.
find.
Why
Hard
don't we
to
just
find.
call it RV Lady Hangout?
Well, you know where
You know, when I did it for her, she told me on the side what I had to do, when I should get back to the subject. I mean, she was like the Gestapo. Wouldn't do it again.
I'll tell you what was really strange that I've never done before, but they were talking like the link was available. So I went over to Google Plus and scrolled down, and right there in Google Plus was a link. I clicked it, and it took me right into the Hangout.
Oh, really?
Before that, I had been watching it on the YouTube side, and she kept she acknowledged a couple of times, I think it was, or whatever. She didn't even have a YouTube window open, and she was talking to one other person that had come in. But the conversation for the first 45 minutes was between her and one other person, and no acknowledgement of the side chat at all. So
Well,
somehow I got the idea to go look in Google Plus, and sure enough, there was a link to go in, and I have no idea how she accomplished that type of a setup. But
Well, she kept saying it was on YouTube.
or on
Why I
Google,
kept
but I
looking
found
for
it
it
on
there.
Google Plus.
Yeah, I couldn't find it on Google Plus.
Yeah, that's where I found it, linked right in the door I went.
That's
So
what I found too.
it's,
After an
all of
hour.
these changes, I don't, they want to change it just to make us confused.
Well, they do a good job, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It takes nothing for me to get confused.
It's easily. Me too. Sometimes I'm like, "Where's the button that said that?" I know it said it. It was like, for a while, I couldn't even get a Hangout going.
I
couldn't
know, that's
figure
what
out.
I'm afraid of.
Well,
I'm
you have
afraid
to find the
with
new.
Hangout.
You have to find the new place they hide it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, very strange.
Well, and then after I opened the window for the Hangout, I couldn't find the YouTube side, so I could watch the chat as people came in. And if I finally found it, but it wasn't on my YouTube page like I normally find it. It was weird. Anyway,
Yarv seems to know a lot about it. You should maybe send him a message and see if he can help with it. He seemed to be pretty. Yarv.
Oh, Yarvy, yeah.
Yeah, he was on the side chat, and he was trying to tell people how to do it, and I didn't understand his explanation, but
yeah, I know that I think he's a computer person by profession.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
I don't know that he speaks dummy.
I can't tell you how many of the dummy books I went through in my life just because every time I turned around to learn something new, I found that there was a dummies for RVing and or whatever. Windows for dummies or whatever topic I was, utilizing.
The RV dummy book is just buying one and learning. And falling in all the pitfalls along the way.
The part that the part that I get such a kick out of is everybody's so grossed out by the black tank. Well, that's the part that I could care less with after being in the nursing field and medical field for 35, 40 years. I don't care. You know, give me the rubber gloves, give me the hose. I can handle that part.
Did you see Rosie's video today where her black tank
the red thing hanging out the back?
Yeah, that's what you hook up to your black tank to drain it. She's out there touching it with her hands.
Yeah, she didn't. That's true.
I didn't say anything, but I'm gonna tell her.
It fell out of the bumper.
Yeah, it was dragging behind her. And
you know, whatever can happen happens. I was driving my other trailer. I had a little 19-foot, and I'm driving down, and I see the electric cord. It was all the way out onto the road. Came out of the thing. I had to stop, and I get out of the truck to go to the trailer, this little trailer, and Lily jumps out. She just jumped out in the middle of, like, traffic.
Oh, my.
I was freaked out. Of course, I grabbed her up. Freaked me out, though. Yeah.
That freaked me out, too, yeah.
We went through a public dump site one time and got behind a guy that didn't know how to attach the hose to the RV. And so he just kind of got it halfway on there, and then he pulled the handle.
Oh,
and it just went everywhere.
Gross.
And we were sitting there trying really hard not to laugh. Because we were in our RV with the big window and everything. And I got out and I said, you need some help?
So that was nice.
How to do it. But, he was a mess. He had it, and it didn't have gloves on or nothing. He just kind of
gross.
made a huge mess.
It's hard to get it all working. My gray tank and black tank, the handles are kind of way under there, so it's not easy to get to them. I have a little stool. I'll put a little stool down and go way under and grab it, but sometimes I got to use like my foot to get it out.
I have two gray tank handles, and it took us forever to find the second one.
I didn't know there's two.
Well,
they're different on every camper.
I've got a pretty big rig, but it's back underneath the wheel well in the back. It took me forever to find it the first time.
Wow, what's like one's to the toilet and one's to the sink?
One's to the kitchen sink and one's to the shower.
Okay, separate, huh?
Uh-huh. They both go to the same tank, but they have different places to drain them from.
I'm so glad we got a porta potty. It's real easy. Man, we're not allowed to put lumps in our porta potty.
Yeah.
Lumps? Okay.
We don't put lumps in our blooper.
What if you have to have what if you need a lump?
You better hope that there's a restaurant close by.
Well, if it was just me, I'd have one of those, I don't know, the ones that have got the dust or the sawdust in them.
Composting toilet.
Yeah, but I can't even get my husband to carry out the garbage, let alone do that. So.
Did you guys hear that?
Toilet.
The composting one, then you never have to use that black tank because no matter what they tell you, no matter what kind of gadget or stuff you're supposed to put in there, it never empties out all the way. It can't.
And it never smells good. I don't care what you do either because I don't know. I just don't. That's the one thing living in an RV. It does. I can smell the whole thing. It's not terrible, but
you're in
I
hot
smell
weather
it.
too. You're in hot weather.
Oh my God.
But just think of a square box with
underneath, Deb.
Huh?
I said you're just baking that stuff underneath. So.
Baking it, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, well, you should been on vacation with us. It's been frozen.
And Deb, RV, Deb, you have full hookup, so I don't understand why you don't just leave it open all the time.
No, you're not supposed to.
You can't.
I'll tell you why, and this is what I understand.
Some people say that you do.
Some people do, and some people do. But think about it. It's draining under your toilet to the sewer, all hooked up. if I left it all open, then when you do go to the bathroom, not pee, but go to the bathroom, what's gonna, if there's nothing really gonna force it down, the best thing you can do is fill it kind of up and then have the gray tank filled up, and it has more, like, what do you call it, like, to go in that direction down.
Yeah, I know what you're.
You end up with the dreaded brown mountain.
What? Hello?
I said you end up with the dreaded brown mountain.
I don't know. I just
when you do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. And like, I don't put any paper in there at all now. I don't even, none. I just take out garbage.
I know you can't put paper in them. Yeah.
It's the best thing for me.
I thought that you used like your shower hose, not the personal shower hose thing. I spray that into the toilet after your tank to help get things to flow out.
Not all of them have that.
No, I have a thing that my friend gave me. It's a wand, and it goes down into the toilet, and you connect it to one of the faucets in the bathroom, which I haven't used yet, but I will when I'm leaving here. I'm gonna flush it, and that's what it does. It flushes water into it real hard, and flushes it out. And then I'm gonna fill it up halfway, and I'm gonna put a couple cups of bleach in there, and then we're gonna take off, and I'm gonna drive down the highway, and it's gonna slush around with the bleach in the water. And by the time I get to wherever I'm staying that night, first thing I'm going to do, of course, is...
The problem with that is...
And I know I have to... I mean, that's what I was told by to clean it, Because I've never... I didn't live in this. I don't know what happened. I don't think they took very good care of it, though. So...
Well,
Grammy's got
the problem with that is that when you have a tank, they're basically square tanks with a hole in the side of them. They're not down at the bottom; they're at the side. So
say that again, because my internet just said not responding, and I couldn't hear you.
Okay, when you have a black tank, they're basically a square tank. Okay?
Right.
They put the hole that the stuff's supposed to go out on the side, not at the bottom. It's on the side. So shit don't go uphill.
Right, so it's always going to be dirty a little.
So it's always going to be dirty, yeah.
But you can rinse it out pretty good.
Anything sloshing around in there is not going to do it. What we found was the best thing to put in there is Calgon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just regular Calgon bath
oil? Yeah, like
oil?
you use in the bath. Yeah, it makes it slick.
Powder? Oh, oil.
Yeah. You can buy.
Why do you want to make
it?
Why do you want to make it slick?
Because it'll slide out.
Oh, you mean the poop and stuff slides out? Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you leave it open all the time, the air gets in there and it dries out, and then you got a mountain.
No, I don't leave it open, so.
So
I put a lot of water. I use a lot of water.
Yeah.
So in other words, that is a RV laxative.
Yeah. Yeah, it works pretty good. And then
how much do you put
it
in?
Also smells nice.
How much do you put in?
I put in about a cup every once in a while, just every few days. But see, it's not real hot here. Where you are, it's really hot, and so that's why it stinks so bad. Is you use something
good. It's okay, but I go in there, I can smell it. Yeah.
But the Calgon has a nice smell too.
See, if I keep that's nice. If I keep the bathroom door closed, the air conditioning in central doesn't really go in the bathroom, and I've got a skylight over the shower and my vent, so it's closed up and it kind of gets even warmer in there. So sometimes
we solved the problem completely. We took out the RV toilet and put in a regular house toilet and plumbed it past the tank. So I got a regular house toilet in my bathroom.
But where does the stuff, is the septic tank near there? Or
Yeah, I'm plumbed into my.
Oh, you're staying in one place.
Uh-huh. Now, if we were driving around, we couldn't do that.
Right. Okay.
But I don't. I eliminated the problem completely.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think one of those composting toilets would be the best solution. You wouldn't have to use that tank ever.
Well, I've watched a few videos of composting toilets, and sometimes to me it seems there's good points to it and bad points to it. Supposedly, like you're supposed to separate liquids, right?
Yeah, that's the funny part, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Now, some people, yeah. Well, I think men are more apt to be able to separate it easier. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but what's traveling with the winds?
Yeah, I watched them.
They have one, and it seems to work out. But I don't know.
She's a young woman, though. Skinny.
Yeah, right. Never mind.
Without any bladder issues.
God, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know.
My big concern is, am I going to be... I'm worried that I'm going to not be able to be comfortable for my big behind.
Believe it or not, I'm fine. You know, it does take a while. It does take a while to get used to just any new bathroom, yet alone a smaller. It's not perfect. It's not perfect.
The only ones that I don't like is the ones that puts the toilet in a separate little room. Because that room, I don't know who they designed it for, but it's not me.
Yeah.
And I had to leave the door open when we had one like that. Yeah.
I like to leave the door open, but I live alone, so that, I get the cool air. But I put a little fan in my bathroom, so it's always got some. And then when it's cooler, I've got a Max Air. I can't wait to use a real Max Air and bring cool air in. But right now, you don't want to bring any hot air in.
Well, everyone, I'm going to say good night.
Janet, it's nice seeing you, honey.
Thank
you.
Nice
to
meeting everybody. And
stay well.
Well, I'm doing my prep for my colonoscopy. So you talk about using
I got it.
That's scary. Good luck. See,
good luck,
you're brave.
Talk to you.
No, I put it off as long as I can. Okay.
Doctors always go, just schedule you for your colonoscopy. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but since...
See you later, Janice.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, I just saw a brand new doctor yesterday, and he brought that up.
Yep, I always do.
Put it off for like 10 years.
Forever. Yeah, that and mammograms. Oh, man.
Yeah, I got one of those scheduled, too.
Well, I had a mammogram back probably, let's go back 15 years. And they found a lump, and I went to the sonogram, and it was, there's a lump there, and I said, well, would you, if I was your daughter or your wife, would you? He said, yeah, I'd get it out. So I got surgery. They removed it. It was benign, thank God. And I knew it was, isn't that weird that I knew it was. And that's the last time, because my body will make cysts and lumps and stuff, and I'm not about to poke and prod. And so now when they tell me to go and smash my boobs, I say no. Doctors don't like me very much.
I have a girlfriend that had a non-malignant breast lump as well, and she absolutely refused to screw around with it because it wasn't doing anything, and they knew darn well it was benign.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's ridiculous.
And watch it because she just didn't want to go through the process and the surgery and
it was
see
awful.
What they could stir up in there.
It was an awful.
A lumpectomy is not fun.
No, and the big thing about this lump, where they have a diagnostic clinic, they have the out surgery, like you have to go outside of the place in the parking lot across to the building. And here I am, and I'll never forget it. Early in the morning, I go in, and the first thing they do is you go into this radiologist, and it's a square. It's not. It's
Right.
a square machine, and what it does is it's going to point to the doctor where to put the incision, where to find it. And they put this long, skinny needle right in the breast where it is. And I had this dress, like, you know those dresses I'll wear just around here? Thank God I had that.
Yeah.
They put a Dixie cup over the end of it because there was it was a long thing. And I didn't walk.
Yeah.
I was in a wheelchair. They wheeled me out. I was so embarrassed with this thing. And then they tell you to go give them a urine sample. How can you go to the bathroom with the thing out like this? There was nothing nice about it, you know? The best part of it was when it was done, it was over. Yeah. And I had to wait like 3 or 4 days before they tell you it's been
story.
Dixie cup boob, you know?
Oh my God.
It was awful. So, you know, I'm a little shy about all that crap now. I really am. Now the hernia surgery, that should be a real winner. Just cut me open.
Yeah, but I think that's all going to be Band-Aid surgery, isn't it, Deb?
I hope so. I don't know.
You're going to feel so much better.
Well, later I will. It's going to hurt. They're going to cut my skin.
Band-Aid surgery, I'm hoping, you know, if they don't have to if they can do it with the Band-Aid surgery where they just do the punctures, you shouldn't have much of an issue at all.
Okay. Well, and I'm praying that that's all, because I had my gallbladder out about 6 years ago, and I think that's what happened, is that it's called a incisional hernia. So that's where they cut it. But they do cut. They cut you when you do the Band-Aid surgery. They have like little prods here and there where they go in.
Right.
And then right by the belly button, there was about that much of a incision, which actually might have been like that.
Right.
And that's where it ripped, where they already did that. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay.
It sucks. No matter what they're gonna put you under and go inside you.
Okay, here's what I want you to learn to do before surgery. I want you to learn to do what is called log rolling. Have you ever heard that term?
Not really in the term.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Here's what you do. You lay in your bed and you roll over to your side.
Okay.
And then you take your arm that is on top, your free arm, you put it on the mattress in front of your boobs, and between that, just like that, and in front with that arm, you start pushing yourself up with the arm muscles, and as soon as you're up enough, you get on the elbow of the arm you're laying on, and then you start getting yourself to a sit. Oh, I forgot to tell you to put your feet out first.
Put my feet where?
Push yourself up into a sitting position on the flat bed.
Oh, okay. So you're like rolling and pushing yourself, so you don't use your stomach muscles. You mean?
So you do not use your stomach muscles.
Oh, that's gonna be rough. I have a hard time. Sometimes I'll like lay back, and when I go to get up, I have to hold that area.
Yes, yes. And if you're doing it on your side and using your arm, your elbow, if you can use those muscles, and if you practice now, it will be so much more second nature when you have surgery. Because they're going to want to tell you to put the head of your bed up, and they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. You're still going to tighten and relax those abdominal muscles. They're going to tell you to put a pillow over your stomach, and that does help when you hold a pillow really tight against it. Mm-hmm. But what's really, really old-fashioned nursing is to do that log rolling position so that you use your arms and drop your feet to the floor so that you kind of sit yourself up on the side of the bed, and as you go into that sitting position, your feet go to the floor. And it'll
And
take
you know what
that
I've been
pressure
trying,
off
like,
the abdomen.
because I get off the bed now and I have like cabinet, and when because I'm careful now because I have this problem, and I hold on to the cabinet, and it kind of helps me up. But I
Right.
don't know if I'm using my muscle. I don't have much stomach muscles.
I don't either. I don't either. But you've got to get off your back. The whole way this works is to get on your side, not be laying on your back.
Yeah, I don't like to lay on my back much anyway.
You can do it on your jackknife couch wonderfully. It would allow for you to roll over on your side, and as you go up on your bottom, you drop your feet to the floor.
That might see. That's the thing. Right after surgery, I may not be able to be in here because of.
You may not.
That's why I'm going to be with my family and friends, you know, and they'll make sure I'm even if it's a couch.
Right. Right.
Like you say, you got to be able to get up so you can go to the bathroom and stuff.
I think that jackknife couch, if you feel like you want to get back into the camper at any point, but you may not be comfortable being isolated in the RV for the first week. You know, you may really enjoy having the noise of people around because you may have some limitations as far as mobility.
I know when I had my gallbladder out, people say, like, Kathy had her gallbladder out and she was like flying on the weekend to visit somebody. No problem. I had my gallbladder out and I couldn't get off the bed.
Yeah, see, I don't know why, because I had mine out and I was up the very next day. But
well, my
I had
husband
Band-Aid
had to help me off the bed.
I mean, they poked 2 or 3 holes in there, sucked it out.
Wow.
Whatever it is they do.
See, they cut on me a little.
All I had was puncture marks.
I had puncture 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a incision.
Yeah, see, I don't like your surgeon, Deb.
I didn't like my surgeon either.
Yeah, I don't like your surgeon. I don't know what, unless you had a gallbladder full of stones the size of your fist.
No.
There's no reason you should have had to go through all that.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I don't either.
It's like, you know, it's out of our control when they go put you under.
Mm-hmm.
I like the lady. I went to this lady surgeon here.
Uh-huh.
And if I wasn't moving away, she was good. I liked her, but
yeah, we have one here in Iowa that I would go. I wouldn't let anybody else but her touch me for surgery. I just love her to death.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can find a good surgeon in Abilene.
Yeah. Well, hopefully all your
common
friends,
surgery.
Hopefully all your friends down there can do some checking for you with, you know, it's one of those deals where it's the grapevine, you know? It's, you know, everybody puts out feelers. Who's a good surgeon? Who's a good surgeon? And then pretty soon you'll get a bank of names.
The whole town is 1,100 people.
Is that, I didn't know they lived in Abilene.
They don't live in Abilene. That's the nearest. That's the
place you'll have to go. Okay.
Yeah. There's a doctor in the town who everybody likes, but it's just a GP, you know.
Right. Well, hopefully he'll give you a good referral to the surgeon.
Know. Right. He probably knows a lot of different doctors. Small town, bright lights, Saturday night. It's a good song.
Well, I'm hoping we found a good one for my husband.
You did?
God bless him.
I said, I hope that he's good. We haven't had the surgery yet, but he has to have.
What is he having?
He has kidney stones the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And he has congestive heart failure. So he's on blood thinners. So he's going to have to go off the blood thinners before he can have anything done.
Right.
And the guys told us he's got 3 kidney stones, and he said he thinks it'll take at least 2 surgeries.
They won't blow him up in the water tank?
I was going to say, don't they have that new?
Yeah.
He said they were going to go through his penis.
But why not put him in the water tank and blow him up with sound waves?
I don't know.
Maybe you should go to like one other doctor.
Well, we're seeing his cardiologist tomorrow.
Okay.
Ask
well,
about
ask
that.
Talk to him about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the technical name for it, but the process is that they put you in like a bathtub.
Yeah.
And they fill it, it's got water in it, and they point, like, imagine, a laser kind of thing, and they point it somehow at the right place, and it causes shock waves, and it busts them up, and then you urinate them out.
That would be perfect.
But no invasive surgery to it.
Yeah, that's the only two options he gave us was the invasive surgery or the other one, the sending the camera up there and laser, shooting them with a laser. But he's in terrible pain right now.
Oh, I bet he is.
What a bummer.
Let's hope he gets it done real soon, because one of my favorite stories is watching. It's not a funny story, but one of my favorite stories is watching, men, big, huge men, getting knocked to their knees, and when they come in, they can't breathe. They're in so much pain, and you only have to see that once. Because once you watch somebody come into the emergency room in that condition, you immediately know it every time you see it after that.
Well,
his are too large to pass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They would be unless you can bust them up.
That's what I would think.
Going through the penis is not a bad way to go about it either, I suppose, because it's not cutting on the skin.
It's still up the guy's penis. Poor thing.
Oh, he's been on.
They knock him out, and that hole stretches bigger than they think.
Well, he's been on Plavix for 2 years.
Right. So he'll have to go off that for a while anyway. I don't know how many days.
Do you live in an RV, Debbie?
Yeah.
Susan.
Yeah.
You're Susan.
Yeah, we live in an RV.
Do you drive too? Are you a driver?
I can drive. He's been in the hospital probably 5 times since we've been in the RV.
Yeah.
So I've gotten used to doing that, but
she doesn't pull. You don't drive and pull though anymore, right?
No, we don't go anywhere. We're stationary now.
They have a fifth wheel that they have on land, and it just stays put.
Oh, okay. So it's like you're okay. That's cool. That's in California?
No, we're in Washington. We're up by Seattle.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay. I get confused.
We're south of Seattle.
Yeah, you almost have to put, I swear I'm going to put a map up, a U.S. map, and then I'm going to start putting push pins in with little pieces of, like fortune cookie papers. I'm going to put a fortune cookie paper on every push pin with names so that I can keep everybody's name straight with their YouTube with where they live.
It's really hard, especially if their names, like, I'm RV Deb, so I'm Deb. But a lot of people, I don't know who they are, Where are you living, Deb? Where do you live?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in Iowa.
You're in Iowa, and then Debbie Ariel is in Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Okay. Wonder what happened to Francis. They just left.
They may have had some internet trouble. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Jeb, I don't know. I don't think she meant it in any disrespect, but I'm afraid that they also thought that they weren't supposed to be in here because we were talking about things not
RV things. Oh. Well, I don't see the difference.
Well, it's what happens. We're all friends and we know too much about each other, so the next thing you know, RVing is what brings us together, but next thing that happens is that we get into sharing about more than
those two are not into RVing at all.
I know. They just came along because of the transgender community.
We kind of all meshed together now. So weird.
Yep, it is. But,
I don't know what happened, by the way. I know I heard you talking. I was in. I don't stay late. I can't stay up late. So I always miss all the real good action, you know?
Yeah.
But did Jimmy come out and talk yesterday, or was he just hiding out in the back?
Hiding out in the back in an avatar, I believe. Fake name.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sent Kipper in. I don't know that he.
Well, when Kipper was in, I heard everybody bombarded Kipper.
Yeah. Well.
And then I just went.
Everybody has their idea who's in the secret group, and
well, what the heck is a secret group?
I didn't say a word, but apparently many people believe that Kipper's part of the secret group.
Well, if you call the Jimmy, Corey, Kipper, CC, Troy, the super group, whatever you call it, secret group, that's all it is. There's not that many people in that kind of, not even worth thinking about.
Well, I'm subbed about 400 people, so I miss out on a lot because I only watch a few of them.
Yeah.
It's too hard to have. I have too many subs right now because I sub people that sub me, and
well, I do almost always, but I've had some weird ones lately.
Yeah. They're coming out of the woodwork, aren't they?
I had somebody call me an old biddy in one of the comments.
Yeah,
so,
old
it's
biddy?
a young person. An old biddy.
Yeah.
I said
time
thank
to hit the delete button on that one.
I said, well, I did. I said, thank you very much. Go away. Then I just,
Yeah.
Well, the one that really bothered me was a 4-year-old little boy.
Oh.
And when
how do you know they're 4 years old?
It said on there, my name is Timmy, I'm 4 years old. So I went on to look at a couple of the videos, and it was a man. And I thought, ooh, okay. So I deleted that one.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
that's real weird.
Yeah. But a lot of the people that I sub to are people that I like to watch, and they're preppers and people with cooking channels. And
that's Deb. She's cooking up a storm.
I do now. I do a lot of cooking videos now.
Well, you were talking about the feet a little while ago, and I watched one today. Has anybody watched Cooking with Cricket?
I don't think so. No.
Oh,
she's good.
She's really, really sweet. Just a real sweet gal, and she lives in, I think, Alabama. It's down south somewhere. She's got a real strong accent.
Where's she from? Oh, Alabama. Okay.
Yeah, Cooking with Cricket. Cutest gal. And she's got a 19, 20-year-old daughter. But she's just adorable. And she's got a problem with her foot. And I don't know, she said the whole joint in her big toe was an artificial joint, and it's dissolved, and she has no joint in her toe. And she was showing it, and it looked awful.
Ooh.
But she's going in for surgery on that toe.
A cooking channel showing her toe.
Well, she also does say she's got squirrels in her tree, and she's feeding squirrels.
I'm not just a cooking. I'm a whatever. I'm whatever I'm doing.
But she's a good cook, and she's a crafter, and she does lots of things. But I really like her.
Are you subbed to me at all?
Huh?
Do you subscribe to my channel?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, good.
I watch you all the time.
You know what's really weird is that people know all about me, but I have no clue who they are. So they, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, old friend.
I don't think I've missed very many, and if I do, I go back and I check it out to see if I've missed any, and I go back and watch them.
Thanks. I like doing it. It sort of makes me feel like I'm not alone. I'm alone a lot, so it makes you feel like you're sharing your life and people care. And I have such great, I'm over 1,000 now. I think I have 1,021 today.
Yeah, I saw your video where you said you had 1,000.
Yeah, well,
you and I started at the same time.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I've got 300.
So, Grammy, what are your videos about?
Mine?
Oh, RV Granny. Okay, now I know who I'm talking to. See? Okay.
You know, I take short trips and stuff. Like the latest one I put up was about going down the Cooley corridor in eastern Washington,
Oh, okay.
and I try to tell as much history of the place as I can, and
Okay.
that's basically what I do most of the time.
So when you're driving, do you shoot footage just of driving down the road?
Yeah, kind of, but this
Good.
one was an old video from 2008 that I just resurrected.
Right.
It was, and then the one before that, I went to a Indian powwow, and I showed the Indian dancers, and yeah.
Well, tonight I showed the drag queens.
Oh, good. Are you going to put up a video about it, Deb?
It's up, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I got videos to watch now.
And like this video, I use the suction thing on. I don't usually use it, but I decided to put it on, and I put the camera where I was talking while I'm driving, and yeah, and then I switch it to the front for a little while, and then I went into the restaurant.
I really enjoy people when I know some people apparently don't, but I love the videos like Chris Travel would make. He'd talk about what's going on, and then he'd say, okay, let's watch the road. I don't know what he said, but the point is, for a period of time, you just watched the scenery go by. And
It's good. I like it, yeah.
I love it. It's like, it's as close to Alaska as I may ever
That's true.
get.
Me too. You know what's really cool is when they go kind of fast. I haven't learned how to do the fast speed or anything, but I kind of like when they do a long trip and they go, you're like, yeah, you know?
Well, I still want to go slow enough to see the sights, but I don't need to go at normal speed.
Do you know who Trippin's sister is?
Trippin's sister, no.
Patricia and Striking Viking. They have a channel.
Okay.
Anyway.
They travel?
Yeah, they're traveling right now, and she's just funny. Like, they're just traveling, and they might be in, like, Virginia. And it's just funny. They're just, you know, it's like fun to watch them. They just do these very short videos of...
What's their name again?
I'm trying to think of the name of their... I know he goes by Striking Viking, and she's Trippin's sister. And she always says at the end, Trippin... oh, man, I've lost it. I can't remember.
That's okay. I'll find something that's like that.
They were on...
she's black and he's white with white hair.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
They're nice, very nice people.
Yeah.
I just don't know their YouTube name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it.
They went and visited with Handsome Jack and Rosie. Or Rosie?
Now that, you know what? Yeah, Rosie and Jack.
Ramblin' Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching the video, as a matter of fact, today, and he goes, you know, like RVLADY'S. Oh my God! You know, like it's funny. He's
really funny.
He was saying today that, and I guess I got it. The other day I came and my hair was all messed up, and it was the 1,000 videos. I was excited and didn't comb my hair, and I must have been like laying on the bed or something, and it was like all up. And he said that's when you know when you're a full-time RVer, you know you are one when you don't care. It's like how many showers a day do you take in an RV? Like when you live in a house, every day you can take a shower. You know, you get up, take a shower. Not here. This is not. It's a different lifestyle. It goes to like 3 times a week because it's a hassle. It all is. It's a big hassle.
You think so?
Yeah, because you have to, like, to shower, I have to move my laundry bag that's in the bathtub. I also keep a little, because I don't have a big bathroom, my waste basket.
All right.
And so I have to move all that out, and then you have to move it back in, or else I can take my shower bag to the shower place here, which I do that a couple times a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just different. And I don't know, and makeup. I do put makeup on, but not like not as much. You know, like Jack was saying, he didn't care if he changed his T-shirt or, which is not how I feel, but it was just funny. It was funny.
Well, when you're on the road, you forget what day of the week it is.
Like, really.
Francis, she came back to chat with us.
No, we lost our internet. That's why
Yeah,
I
figured
thought.
the way you popped out, I figured you lost your connection.
Yeah, so I did a
Welcome
video.
back. Did you?
Yeah, I have a desktop with a Logitech camera, so I record a video, then I upload it, put it on a memory stick, and then I put it in my laptop, and then upload it. So
Boy,
it
you're getting
actually
to be
goes
a
a
real
lot quicker doing
techie
it
there.
that way. Huh?
You're getting to be a tech.
So what are you uploading? Something to your YouTube?
No, I just uploaded a video, 10-minute video.
How come you can't put the video like loaded up on your desktop?
Because my desktop doesn't have Wi-Fi, and it can't. I don't have internet connection with my desktop.
I see.
Oh.
That's why I got this laptop, because it has Wi-Fi.
Right.
So you don't have you didn't buy it. So you have an older desktop that doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Right.
Yeah, correct. And I
Okay.
can't put it on it because there's something wrong with the administrator. I can't get into the administrator. I can't load or remove software. So when I moved here and they had Charter, I had to get a laptop to connect to the internet. So it's not bad. I was long overdue for a laptop anyway.
Oh yeah.
I love my laptop. I'd never go back to a desktop now.
I don't need it. I used to have a desktop too
Right.
for years.
Well, I really appreciate all your insights, Deb, because when it comes to buying our first, you're giving me hints about things that I want to look at before I just jump into looking at it.
I will tell you to sit on the toilet. I don't care what it takes. Tell the person that you and your husband or you want a few minutes alone, and go sit on the toilet. Make sure that it feels right for you. Get inside the shower. You know, get it. Make sure it's going to suit you, because that's an important part.
Well, I know Pounder talks about he can't do his shaving in the shower because he hits the roof. And although that just isn't to me a huge deal, if you're doing it every day, I'm sure it gets to be a pain in the
Right,
ass.
certain things. You know, certain things.
The
Well, like
thing
this
about
toilet.
the RV toilets that I'm most concerned about is that when you see people show them, they all look like they're 6 inches off the floor.
Some actually are on a little
Pedestal.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
I'm gonna
something
have. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's something you want to look for.
Yeah, I've got to
And
have
like
that
I said,
raised up. I can't do
I
that.
don't have a problem with the toilet, but I do have a problem with that. Right next to the toilet is the counter with the sink, and my arm. I mean it. My arm is on it, like right there.
Yeah.
I can't even actually put my hand. I have to like get off the seat. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of new muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just small. It's a small little area. If I do another RV,
You're gonna check out the bathroom first.
I would probably have like a bathroom in the back. That's the whole bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure there's enough room in your bedroom to change your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing.
Yeah. What about the ones where the shower is on one side of the camper and the bathroom and the sink are on the toilet and the sink are on the other side of the hallway?
Well, I think that'd be okay if there's a window in there.
I didn't like mine because the room that they put the toilet in wasn't wide enough. I had to leave the door open to even sit down.
That's too small.
Yeah.
Wow. Now when I've had company here and I had to go to the bathroom, I have to close the door. Jeez. I can do it, but
it's not easy.
The tendency is to want to have air. I like the flow of fresh air, but yeah.
Well, this one just was not wide enough to have.
They just didn't have a big enough room.
Oh, leg room, yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna really have to be. I may be limited with what I'm comfortable with just because of the bathroom.
There are some trailers and RVs that have bathrooms in the very back.
Yeah, and they seem
That's
bigger.
the best. That's the best. If you want a big bathroom, those will normally be the biggest bathrooms.
well, the one I've got now is fine. But when I moved in, they had a king-size bed in there. And you had maybe 6 inches between you and the wall to change your clothes in.
Yeah, I have too big of a bed too.
God.
So
I'm gonna get
I
a
put in
different
a
bed.
queen-size bed and cut down the board, made it
Yeah.
smaller.
That's what I'm gonna do. I don't need a big bed. My whole bedroom is a bed. Really.
Yeah, lots of things to investigate. That's for sure.
I love my living room. I'm happy with this part. And the kitchen, it could be nicer counter space, but I've learned to deal with it. No problem. I don't mind that. Just the bedroom and the bathroom. At least I have a bedroom that you can like actually close off.
Right, that's what I want too.
Yeah. So if you have company to sleep on the day bed, then I can.
I haven't had any yet.
Yep. I definitely want a bedroom because I don't think I'm gonna be like at first I wanted to class C, but between climbing the ladder or having your living room turn into the bedroom, neither one of those options made me very comfortable in thinking about it. So now I've gone to a short, something between 25 and 28 or 26 to 28 foot class A.
Are you just for yourself, or I don't know who you'd be with? Is it?
Oh, hubby. No, I've been
Okay,
married
two
for
of you.
some years.
Well, that's good. That's great.
We got married, I think, in '81. Neither one of us could remember. It's so cute because we got married on Thanksgiving weekend, where you have Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We got married on the Friday after Thanksgiving, I believe. And so we celebrate on Black Friday every year because that's all we can remember. We don't have any idea what date it was or any of that stuff.
I know exactly how I met my husband on like January 6th, 2001, at about 1 in the afternoon. Pretty good.
Yeah, you've got a good memory. Yep.
Well,
Bob and
it
I
was a
both
special
just laugh
day.
because every once in a while we'll get a hair up our ass and we'll pull out our wedding license and go, oh, it was it. Because, see, we can't remember
That's
if
the
it's
year.
80, 81. It could potentially be 82, but I think it was 81. But we just can't
After
remember
30
even though we
years.
look it up.
You're really very lucky to have your mates with you now.
Yeah. It's,
Believe me, I could get real bummed, but I'm really trying to.
well, I want to get you out there
to.
where you potentially have a possibility of meeting somebody else that likes to RV.
That would be kind of a fun way to do it.
Yep. I know that you're not. I know you're in an RV park right now, but I wish I could get you to go from RV park from one state to RV parks in another state and another state, and then it's like we're gonna put a big sign up.
Yeah. Woman cooks good.
Oh Lordy, I don't know what we're gonna put on that sign, but looking for a partner.
I'm really not. I'm not looking actively for anything. I'm afraid to go through another partner that dies. It was heavy. It's hard to see somebody sick and go through, that whole end.
Yep.
I'm not saying I wouldn't, because you know what? You never say never.
Right.
But am I looking actively? No. In this little house, I could not have another person live here.
Well, but if you've got, two.
But if I meet somebody that has one.
you know, if you've got a partner and a second source of funding, then you look for something different. You trade
Bigger.
one in and get a different one.
I would. That's true.
Was anybody watching Homeless Not Houseless when he hooked up with that other?
Oh yeah, that other
YouTuber?
RDer. Yeah, sure did. Happily Houseless.
I don't
Happily
think I know
Houseless.
that one.
You don't know Happily Houseless?
Oh, you gotta watch. He hasn't put up any videos in a long time, but
he's marvelous.
Sure, I've seen at
handsome
least
dude.
one. Did he
Real
have a
handsome
girlfriend
dude.
for a while?
Here, I'm gonna
No.
type it.
He just
type it
all of a
online.
sudden he
Did he-
wasn't on there for a long time, and I started watching the girl that he was seeing, I guess. She went down. All of a sudden, she lived in Washington. She lived in Eastern Washington. She bought a new RV, went to Arizona, just like in 2 days. She was in Arizona.
Wow.
The next one I see, they're getting hitched. They're together anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they haven't said anything about a wedding, but they're getting rid of her camper and her truck.
Oh, that's neat.
And she just bought it. It's brand new.
Oh, wow. I have to check her out. Now, I like Dan Travels. Dan Travels?
Yeah. I watch
Yes.
him.
I'm going to have to watch him because other people talk about him too.
Oh,
And I
he's...
watch,
well, first of all, I like when they
Dano.
eat. I like when they go eat. I like him too, though. But when Dan travels and he met this woman, didn't he just like meet her and they travel together now?
Could be.
Well, they're really a cute couple, and they go all over. Right now, they were all over California eating burritos. Really, it's been.
If you notice, from the time he started until now, he's gotten a little bit chubbier.
Yeah, and then now he's got a new part of his channel is like talking one-on-one about subjects, and he was saying, why do you get depressed, He goes, without having, when you're a minimalist, because he's a minimalist, he has very little stuff. When you have a lot of stuff, you don't know what's bothering you. There's so much stuff. And I got what he said. He goes, now when I get a little depressed like I did recently, I think about it. Oh, for a week all I ate was garbage food. If I just clean myself out, and then, he feels better.
Right.
And it's interesting. It's interesting that the less stuff you have, the easier it is to figure out where you're at.
I know that the stuff that I have accumulated in my lifetime has just overnight, I swear it just became like an overnight feeling of an albatross around my neck. It's like,
I know.
It's got to go.
Everything went with me.
I had tablecloths for every holiday. I had dishes for holidays. I had home decorations. I would completely redecorate for summer, for spring, for holidays.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it just was nuts. Because it was pretty
crazy
when it was up, but when you took it down, I had storage box after those totes, the plastic totes. I had a whole entire wall 2 deep. And it's like, this is nuts.
I know how it is, though, because I've gotten rid of not just this move, but before I moved into that mobile home, I lived in a bigger place, and I got rid of stuff then.
Yeah. Yep.
And then all this stuff I just got rid of.
Yeah.
And tonight, as a matter of fact, tonight I had in my truck a big, huge, cool suitcase full of my music books that I've been carrying around since the 60s.
All right.
And sheet music. And I've been carrying it around, but you know what? I gave it to my friend Jeff, who's a musician, and I just went like, just take it. I know I could sell it on eBay, blah, 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 but that's not important to me. I'd rather have it with...
No.
I know that Jeff will, if he doesn't use it, he'll bring it to the school for music.
Right.
But
when I clear stuff out and I get rid of it, I have a garage sale, and nothing is over $1, and everything is either 25, 50, or 75 cents.
Wow,
I want it gone. Anything at the end of the garage sale, there's no consideration. It goes into boxes, and it goes straight to Goodwill, Salvation Army, whatever.
Well, before I moved into my RV, I did 3 yard sales. I sold stuff on Craigslist that people, would come and get.
Right.
And then I gave hospice twice. They came with the truck, and then I had the last one was Salvation Army. They came, so I know what it's like to just let things go. The dishes, and my china, and a lot of stuff.
Yep. I just had to, and I feel like there's still not enough gone. So,
oh, it won't be. You won't. As a matter of fact, you won't be done downsizing till after you're in an RV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I came with a lot more stuff that I have now.
All
and
right.
under that big queen-size bed is a bunch of stuff that I'm thinking, I don't really need that stuff.
Yeah.
Big bag of clothes.
Yeah, I worked mental health, and we didn't wear uniforms. We wore street clothes. And I have 2 closets. One that have my pants and my croc. What do you call them? The ones that are below your knee. Yeah. Anyway. And I have shirts up the wazoo, and dresses, and I mean, it's got to go. It's just got.
And if you don't,
I got underwear. I got underwear that's older than Deb here. It's just got to go.
I have been. I went through when I first started downsizing. I took my big, huge underwear drawer and dumped it on the bed, and I used to have a real, lingerie. When you're first dating,
Right.
All that stuff went.
Yeah.
But then I went through every pair of underwear and every bra because I had like 50 bras.
Yeah.
I think I moved 5 of them, and I don't even need 5 of them. So I'm still like, you move in and you're like, wow, I still have a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
Because I don't want a lot of stuff.
Deb, how much time do you have before you got to get off of here and go to bed?
Which one, me?
Yeah, you're the only one left.
Oh, I'm good. I don't have my granddaughter in the morning.
Okay, all right.
I was just on the phone. One of my friends PM'd me on Facebook and said, hey, can you talk for a minute? So I was on the phone with her.
Oh, I don't have a problem with you going and doing that. You bet. I knew that I knew you might call me while I was doing this hangout, and I was going to tell him, look, I have a phone call right at the moment. You'll just have to give me 10 minutes or, whatever. And run the shenanigans on your own here.
See, I don't want to be on. I don't like to go on the panel anymore. This place, your hangout, I don't mind because it's ladies and it's good.
Oh, well, you don't have to worry about ever coming on my hangout because I will not tolerate any side chat, disrespect, bullcrap, trolls. Yeah. They'll be gone. I'll run my hangouts just like TR Prepper does. And he has no trouble because he doesn't tolerate anything. And I will tolerate
some of these guys. I've had hangouts where the wrong people are in the side chat, and they have so many ways to come back. It starts to. What happens is you lose the focus of what you're doing. We're having a chat with the panel,
right?
And we can look at the side chat if there's questions, right? But when the side chat takes over, yeah, it just was too much. I couldn't. How many? It's like shooting. Bam, bam, bam. Trying to get rid of these people.
Well, but see, my solution for that is to just shut the broadcast down and leave the panel where we can do the panel conversation in private as such.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do anyway.
So, see,
I'm really tired of drama. It follows me around a little too, and I do have opinions, don't we all?
Yeah, don't we all?
But I do try to stay, it's hard because there's like a lot of people make like lines like if you talk to these people,
yeah, well,
you've sold out, what the hell?
Did you watch Outdoor Corey's video today?
No, I don't sub to him either.
Okay. Well, he addressed that exact issue. It's like,
oh yeah,
I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
I'll make my own decisions.
Yeah, I don't have anybody telling me where to hang out. I love Rosie and Jen. They've been really good to me personally.
They've been good to me too.
Yeah, and if she loves her bikini, hey, if I looked like Rosie and Jen,
Yeah.
I would be showing it too. I would be
All I
wrapped.
can think of is that line in Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts. No, Erin Brockovich. And she says, as long as I've got one ass, not two, I'll wear what I want. In the law office, because the secretaries were treating her like shit, well, she was a knockdown, drag-out, gorgeous broad. So she dressed the part.
She got what she needed.
You know, if I was looking like her, I'd wear clothes like that too, even at 60.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't look like her.
Well, I don't look like, I'm just me. But I think when I think about like the situation we've all been hearing lately about people, if you're a heavier set person or older, you're jealous. It's jealousy. It it is. If you're looking at someone going, how could they show their body?
Oh,
yeah,
I ain't jealous. I'm telling them.
No, I'm not talking about. You're not jealous. I'm not saying you are.
Oh.
I'm saying that there are people out there. That aren't a little jealous. It's not bad. I mean, they are. They're looking. Wow, that person's 58 and looks fantastic, and puts it out there, and doesn't care. That's what they do. Yeah. The next person said, I would never do that. I'm a lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I agreed with some of these people that have rebutted this stuff. You have a button on your computer just like you have on your remote control, and that's called change the channel.
Yeah, if you don't like what you're looking at, don't look.
If somebody's going to tell me that just like my dog, I've worked in mental health for eons. And I just assume not. Well, one, it's a privacy issue for me, but it's also a privacy issue for them because I am bound by confidentiality forever. And so my dog, other than private, will only be what you see of me.
It's okay. That's your choice. It's all right.
Oh.
I don't mind. It's not that I don't want any of you to see.
Oh, that's why we just see a dog.
Yep, we just see a dog. You got me.
Right.
You got me, Francis. You got me.
What?
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Really.
Oh, but it was cute. I liked it.
You changed the dog too. I was looking like the other one was like looking to the right.
Yeah. The other one's black and white. Now I've got the white one up. Yeah.
That's why you confused me. I'm like, this is a different dog.
Yeah, it is a different. It's the other dog. Yeah, this is the one you're going to see all the time.
Well, this one
I have
a better smile on its face.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for some of these people that put themselves out there because they are really opening themselves up to some real ridicule.
I've been ridiculed.
Has anybody ever watched Simply Sarah?
No.
She's a beautiful young lady.
I'll write that down.
And she cooks. She has terrific recipes.
Okay.
And she's huge. She's big.
Did you ever watch Pandemonium?
No.
Put that down. Write that down.
I just ran into two gals that are extremely heavy set, and they both do beauty stuff. And I was like, and clothing, various clothing videos.
Listen, big girls have to dress too.
Yeah, exactly. And
I try to be as good as I can be.
It's exactly what they were doing, talking about what looks good, what doesn't look good, based on your body type. And I thought, well, crud, I'm going to sub these two. They're much younger than I am, but,
Okay. So this Pandemonium, she's, that Panda's the name of her RV.
Oh, and I have watched that one.
She's a cool lady.
And white RV, and she's down in Arizona
with a little Volkswagen in the back, and she's got the whole side of solar.
Yeah.
I think she's I like her a lot too.
I like her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of. There's certain people I really love to
I'm gonna
I
send
look-
you a list of some of the ones that I'll
Yeah.
watch. Check your channels and see if you've got the same ones. But
Yeah, because
you
I
don't
have a
any of your
lot.
channels listed.
Well,
You don't have-
you guys should
I don't have
both
my
make
channels
a-
listed.
No.
Both of you
It's-
guys should do shout-out videos about some of these guys or gals that may be
Yeah.
lesser known, and
That's-
go through some of these videos and write them down, and then do shout-out videos with a little remark about what their videos are
I
about.
recently did do one and mentioned a few people.
Yeah.
I like Wandering Dano, the way he cooks with the sriracha
Yeah.
sauce.
Now,
I
is
like
that different than Dan Travel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wandering
Yeah,
Dano.
Wandering Dano. He's in Illinois or
He's living at a casino now or something.
yeah.
The free RV park in the casino. But he cooks a lot for himself, and he's
Okay.
quite a good cook too.
Good.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's
Well, I
got a
know,
new wave oven too.
I know Happily Houseless. He's big into
Yeah, I gotta write that.
healthy eating, and he just made a simple omelet the other day, but he had so much fun doing it because he cooked it in the RV, and
That's
the RV,
funny.
of course, is a gas stove, where in his house he had electric, and he was just having so much fun because he loves cooking on gas.
Oh, gas is much better. I like
Yes,
my
I have
stove.
gas too. I hate electric stoves.
I had electric forever, so that's one thing I like.
Yep, I do too.
The other one I watch is The Ramblings of Bry.
Yeah,
I like him very much
I just
too.
found him. He's wonderful.
Yeah, he's a
What-
very cool man.
What a philosophical individual he is.
You know, he's only 51.
Well, no, that's amazing.
I know. I thought he was older than 51.
Yes, I did too.
Because I heard it. He said it. But
That
he's a
big white beard.
he's a cool guy.
That
Well, he
makes,
has the beard and that's it.
Yeah.
it makes me mad that he's that smart at 51. I wanted him to be 70 with some, that gained that wisdom.
He probably wouldn't like to hear that.
One doesn't necessarily follow the other.
I love the way he starts all of his videos with, hello,
Hello.
hello, hello.
I wanted him to be 70 so that there was hope for me to get smarter.
I know. I wanted him to be at least as old as me. That's what I wanted, but.
Well,
yeah.
I think he's kind of been through the wars. He's had a hard way, hard life.
Well, he looks
in
like
the
he's
US?
enjoying it. What?
Does he live in the U.S.?
No, UK.
No, he's the UK.
Okay. All right.
Very English.
Well, I know he's got the accent, but, some of
he's
these
there.
people come to the U.S. and they don't get rid of it.
No, and RVing there is totally different than here. Like, they don't have black tanks. You know that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, over in Europe or England, Ireland, that area. All of the RVs, there's no slide outs because the roads are so small.
Right.
So they don't have slide outs, and they don't have black tanks. They have kind of like a porta potty drawer where you pull it out of the side of the thing and empty it. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a black tank.
Okay, so it'd be more like the old-fashioned outhouse where you get rid of
Yeah.
it that way.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what I saw in the videos. It was interesting that they didn't have slide outs, and
Where do they empty it at?
I guess they have stations to empty it.
Oh, my. Interesting.
I know. I wish he would talk more about it. I would like to know what he does. But I think he does the same thing as you go into just like an RV park and use their whatever facility it is.
Well, RV Grammy, that really bothers me. I guess I never gave it any thought, but it bothers me that you pointed out that the drain is on the side versus the bottom. It's almost like I want to have it replumbed so that it's on the bottom.
You would think that it'd be on the bottom.
Well, there's a guy who does some really interesting videos all about black tanks.
Oh,
He's done
good.
about
Who's
5
that?
of them.
What's his name? Black
remember
Tank
the guy's-
Sam.
I can't remember his name. I'll look at my list and I'll send it to you. But he's done all kinds of,
You can always send me a message.
Does this thing work? And he's tested them all out, and he built a clear plastic tank and plumbed it and everything. And then he tried all these different methods, and you can see, he used, he went into his kitchen and made all this artificial poop and stuff and put it in there.
Oh.
It's really kind of funny. He made, out of different kinds of kitchen products.
That's funny.
Hmm.
And he showed how it's like almost impossible to get it clean.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to ever be a real clean thing. But you can rinse them out. You can rinse.
If you can't thoroughly empty it like you've described, that there's a certain amount of slosh in the bottom, you're going to have major issues.
Well, you have to rinse them out and flush them out. But if you buy a used RV, you don't know really.
Well, that's why Rosie's so upset about hers, because she doesn't know what Jerry Garcia did, and she doesn't like to think about what Jerry Garcia did.
But once you clean the toilet bowl, I mean, she can go to the bathroom.
Well, she does, but she was joking
funny.
about something about the black tank being underneath the bed, and she just had this. Where it's located underneath the RV, and she's like, just to think that I'm laying on top of the black tank with what could potentially be in it.
She'll have to get used to it.
She's going to drop it and get a whole new black tank put in just because she doesn't want to have to think about what's in it. So
she doesn't want to mix her shit with his shit.
She doesn't want it. She'll deal with hers and Jen's, but she ain't dealing with every other Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it is, too.
If you end up in Arizona, they have what they call RV proctologists.
Oh, good. They go in there and clean them out?
Yeah, they clean them out.
I'll have it done professionally. I was thinking in Arizona, if I still have enough bucks, I'm going to put solar on in Arizona because that's where they do a lot of solar, too. So maybe
I want solar, you bet.
I want to be able to feel like I won't run out of, I don't want to run my battery down, I have a little thing of solar. It's supposed to be, I haven't used it yet, haven't needed it. But it's just this thing you fold out, and you can put it on a picnic table and put your laptop on it or your phone, or you can connect it to the battery and have a trickle charge. So I don't know if it'll work good or not, but I got it.
We bought a couple of panels when we were in Arizona that we bought used, but that's old technology now, so they're hardly worth anything.
I'd like to get the thin ones.
You can get a lot of used stuff down there too.
I might have to because money is tight.
Well, the Winds did a video about those flat ones, and
the ones you step on and stuff.
Yeah, they were really excited about them when they first got them, but later on they're not anymore. No.
And you know what? I don't want mine on the roof because I'm not getting on the roof to clean. So I'm going to have something that is like where you open up a suitcase and you put them out on the side. Something that I can get, that I can...
Yeah, that's what we did, but ours weren't strong enough to really do the job.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put it on top of the truck. And that way,
we had a 40-inch TV, too, and that sucked all the juice out of it.
40-incher, yeah. See, I don't know what I'm going to do. I definitely like electricity, but I want to be able to, survive without it.
I like electricity. I'm not sure I want to go back to kerosene lamps.
Yeah, it's just the idea that you can't run the TV and you got to worry about. It's. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because you love internet, don't you, Deb?
I can't handle not having it. It's going to be very hard.
Yeah, you're going to...
When I get to Texas, my friends have internet, so that won't be a problem. But on the road, I'll have to spend a lot of money.
What are you using in that RV park? Are you using their Wi-Fi?
No, because it's stuck. It's sucked. I ordered Bright House, the cable company. I had them at my other place, so I transferred them. They came over and I have high-speed internet, and cable TV. So before I leave here, I have to return the boxes and say goodbye to that. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a beautiful picture, Deb, on your between your computer and your internet server. You get a really good
Sharp
I don't know,
picture.
what am I saying? You know, you look great on this Hangout, and the picture that you painted behind you is so clear. I mean, I can all but see the brush strokes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you really have a great.
And this is a cheap laptop.
Well, it works well between what you have and what your internet.
I've been happy
does.
with the camera. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm happy.
Good. I hope you're happy in Texas too, because I want you to.
I think I will.
I want you to be happy, happy, happy.
Hey, when I'm recovering from my surgery, I'll have hangouts and stuff. Believe me, I'll be here.
The other thing that I want you to be comfortable with is deciding to change from pull behind to some other form of camper. If you decide that you just don't like what you're doing with the pulling, don't be afraid to try something else.
Well, the only thing I could do is yeah, that's a big jump. Like, I've thought about it. I've thought, well, the truck and the trailer, what do? I pull into a lot that has RVs and say, I need something else, you know? I don't know how to do that whole smoothly, you know? But I'm not sure. I would like to have a class. Actually, a Class A would probably be what I would go for. But then I'd need a little car, you know, behind me, and then there you are again, dragging something around.
Well, you know, that's one thing I was going to say earlier. Hubby and I have talked about the fact that on occasions, now obviously we wouldn't be able to financially do this every time, but on occasions we were talking about the fact that we could find a location that we wanted to explore, and then we could potentially rent a car for 2 or 3 days.
That's true.
Take the rental car out, do what we want to do, turn it back in, and somebody mentioned that some of these people will actually come pick you up at the RV park, and that's like what
Enterprise does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably would spend at least, what do you think, $75?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I've thought about it too, where you know, but then you got to think about, okay, you've got this, you know, Class A, maybe 25 foot, 28 foot.
Right.
And you've got to go to the grocery store, so you have to like park way in the back. Well, get up here. She's like behind my butt.
Back. Yeah.
Come over here. Oh man. Oh, she's such a pain in the little butt. She is. She's such a pain in the butt.
She is.
I feel like I have a second little butt with her.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like all night long. She's like a clinger. She's a clinger.
The closer she can get, the happier she is.
You know, the same person that called me an old biddy?
Yeah.
In the comment? He also said, he goes, Lily doesn't like you.
he definitely was just out trolling.
I know. I can tell you his name. He's a troller.
Good night, Francis.
Yeah, I'm real tired.
Oh, are you leaving us?
I'm having a hard
Francis,
time.
are we putting you to
Okay,
sleep,
honey.
Francis?
He's looking really tired for the last 10
Yeah,
minutes or
well,
so.
you know, black
The
water
blondes have more fun.
tanks, you know,
Francis.
Nothing you're
We
interested
bored him
in.
with black water tank.
tanks, you know. Mine froze up and had to be removed, and I don't like to even think about it anymore.
Not getting you into the RVs, are we, Francis?
I lived in a camper for 5 years, and when the snow gets like 3 or 4 feet high outside your frickin' camper, and you're freezing your ass off, no, I don't think I'm going to be living in a camper anytime soon.
Hey,
It's funny. You think you could warm it up?
Where you're at now with Debbie Lynn?
I think you
No, I
could.
lived in Tingsboro, Massachusetts for
No, I
5
know.
years.
I know you lived up
Yeah.
north then.
South Carolina,
147 for 5 years, and
but
But I
South
mean
Carolina
now,
doesn't get snow,
will you
really.
get any
I don't
snow
think
at
so.
Debbie Lynn's?
I don't know. I mean, they
I don't
might
think
get a
so.
dusting. I don't think they get much here. No.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
Yep. All right. You get some sleep, my dear, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next time.
Well, you know who Amanda is, right?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, she lives in Hudson, New Hampshire, which was just across a few miles from where I used to camp.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Well, I
you're
never
familiar.
knew her before I moved to Florida, but we're basically from pretty close. I don't even know where she's from originally, but
Right. Well, she talks about her folks living real
She's from
close to.
Portsmouth. I mean, not Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
oh, her folks live in Portsmouth, New Hampshire?
No, her folks live real close to where she's at now.
Oh, I don't know. Well, all my family is in the Lowell area. You know, I don't have too much family back there. I got a sister and a son and my mother. That's it. So,
You have pretty eyes, Francis.
oh, thank you.
You
Do
do.
you
They're
you have,
closing.
I know. I see that.
No, I put a little purple. I was wearing purple, but I got barbecue sauce on my shirt, so I had to take it off. I had
It's
to
hard
take it
not
off
to.
and wash it to get the stain out, and then I put this green thing on.
There you go. There you go.
But I'm tired. I've
Yep.
been up since 8 o'clock, and it's after midnight. So.
I can't get over how
12:25.
good your hair looks blonde. I love it.
Yeah, looks good.
You know, when you said you were going to do it, I thought, oh.
Came out
I
so
just love
good.
it. It came out so good.
Yeah.
Look how blonde I am just in the front.
Yeah, I like what you've done too, Deb.
It's different.
Well, when my roots come out, they're gonna look just like my hair color.
Yeah, so you won't have to worry about it. Roots.
Yep.
That's why I did it, because all around the front of my hair has turned like the white, but not in the back. So I figured, why fight it? I'll just go light in the front where I'm turning silver.
Yeah,
And
I don't know if I have any dark hair left. I
Mine's
dyed
real
my
dark
hair in
back here.
October 2 years ago, and I don't know what my hair looks like now.
I've always been a redhead.
I love you as a redhead.
Yeah, that's me when I was really young.
I love that redhead.
Yeah, that is red.
Yeah, and I've been like golden red, and he was a doll, wasn't he? Cute.
That's Mr. Markey.
Yeah, he was a handsome devil. Yes, he was.
Yeah, when you were talking about clothes, and I got so much junk, and I can't get rid of it, It's like half of my stuff is still in Jacksonville at True Trans.
Well, do you need all that stuff? I mean, you really
I got to get my stuff out of there because, I just can't leave it there indefinitely. It's been
right.
It'll have been there for 2 months.
Can she send it to you?
Oh no, I think it's too much.
Well, I have to go down there and probably rent something to go get the stuff, So.
Did you get your stupid legal stuff straightened out yet with the trailer? I mean the hole in the moving van. Did you get that mess cleaned up or straightened out?
Well, what happened was I had rented the truck for $400-something.
Mm-hmm.
That included safe move, and apparently the truck. They said it didn't have collision or something.
Right.
I don't know what the hell. No, it wasn't collision. It was just that the truck, the damage on the truck wasn't covered by the insurance or something like that.
So did you get that cleared up?
Yeah, well, what they did was they refunded me some of my money, but I agreed to a settlement.
Oh, okay, good.
$350, so they refunded like $50 some odd of what I paid them for the truck rental.
Okay.
But after they did that, I didn't have any credit card credit available to be able to rent anything and move my stuff. So it all had to go over to True Trans's house. She was helping me. She actually loaded the U-Haul truck mostly. You know, I helped a little bit, but you know, I mean, so we loaded that truck, unloaded the truck, and then we had to reload a van with about half of my stuff to bring it here. So like half of my stuff is still back there, plus a queen size mattress and bed frame.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, I'm sleeping on one of these air mattresses. It's 13 inches off the floor. I'm getting tired of like sleeping here, you know. I mean, it's comfortable, but you know, it's hard to get out of in the morning.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You have to kneel and then back out and stand up, and so it's like terrible.
Well, save up your pennies and go get your stuff, and you know.
Yeah, because all the stuff I'm going to get, it's going to have to go in storage here down in the storage unit, because I'm living in a 12 by 12 bedroom. I don't have a 1-bedroom apartment anymore.
Well, you may have to decide how much of it you want. What's your long-term plan? To get out on your own again, or just stay there?
No, I'll just stay here for a while, and then eventually I'd like to get a car or a van, and I don't know what I'm going to do, you know, so.
Well, maybe you need to get you a Class B.
Yeah, well, I don't really can't afford that right now, so I got so many other things I have to do. I just had this heart pacer thing change, and Medicare only pays 80%, so I have no idea what the hospital bill is going to be, and I don't know what I have to make monthly payments on whatever wasn't covered, and I have no idea how much that's going to be. So.
Don't hesitate to ask the hospital if they have okay, now how do I explain this? People donate money to the hospital, and it goes into a fund for people that have limited income.
Yeah.
So when you get the bill from the hospital, you call accounting and you ask them if they have a charity fund that you can apply for.
Okay.
Because there's a very good possibility that where that bill could potentially be either all or part of it could be paid with some charity funds that are available.
Yeah.
Well, they've got places where you can go and you apply. You tell them how much your income is, and they'll tell you how much of the bill you have to pay. Because my husband's just one of them was $100,000.
Right. Right.
So that meant that $20,000 of it was mine.
Right.
I wanted $20,000.
Yeah. Who does?
So yeah, you have to go and talk to them.
Right.
Anyway, don't be too proud to ask, because
Melissa Witt said that she used to work for Medicare or something with the government. I don't remember what she said, but she said she sent me some things that I might be able to get applied for something.
Medicaid.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm 62, so I don't know what I'm eligible for.
But, honey, that Medicaid program usually will help cover for catastrophic medical expenses at any age. So,
well, I don't know how catastrophic this is going to be.
Well, anything that's heart-related, maybe I shouldn't use the word catastrophic, but, you know, expensive.
Right. Well, we'll see, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I won't have to pay anything, right?
You know, apply for all those programs and see if you can get additional, funds.
I know. Yeah, this whole thing it's just one bill after another, it seems like, you know.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
I mean, once I got out of work 6 years ago, I became disabled, couldn't work, and my income dropped 70%, and you had to live on a disability thing for a year. Oh my God, it was horrible.
I know. Well, you be sure and check out every little thing that might help.
Yeah, I know. So, anyways, well, good night. I had fun.
Night, dear.
Night, night.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye. Oh,
bye, Francis.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
You are sleeping.
Click out of here.
Hang up the little hang up. There you go.
Find the phone. Click the phone.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
Okay. This is just comments. I get a lot of comments, but this is a funny one. In my video, I said that the air conditioner in my truck something's wrong. That it's blowing crappy, lukewarm air.
Right.
And I was talking about not being ripped off and stuff. Well, there's a person. The name is the Texas Buddy. Now I don't know who this person is. Okay. It says, Deb, when you get to Texas, you will learn how the single ladies keep from getting ripped off on car repairs. Each cowgirl carries a machine gun. When she pulls in front of the repair shop, she gets out of her truck and yells, Yahoo, and fires several rounds in the air. Then she yells, which one of you bastards is brave enough to give me an honest estimate on fixing my air conditioner? All the time the mechanic is checking under your hood, keep the machine gun aimed at his head with the barrel about 4 inches from his skull. Deb, I don't know what it does to those cheating mechanics, but for some reason they turn honest when they meet a cowgirl with a machine gun, especially the cowgirls from Florida laughing out loud. Cheer up, gal, you're going to be okay. I mean, I get some great comments.
Oh, that's cute. I like that one.
Somebody else says, wow, RV Devs, we got a whiplash watching you accelerate in that truck of yours. Smile. You'll have no problem towing, and you're correct. Everything does work out. Bingo. I mean, I read, I mean, there's a lot of comments, you know.
That's
but
wonderful.
It's like, wow, you know. And there's like this young guy, and he says things, I don't know if he's from another country, but he says things like, you're such a pretty lady. I love /FUKK with you phone case love /FUKK with the design. What phone is it? He's liking my phone. And he's like /FUKK. And I asked him before, and he thinks that means like he likes. So I don't get it.
FUKK.
Yeah, it's like /love and then /FUKK with you phone case. Love /FUKK with the design. What is the phone? Which is, I guess he's talking about, you know, the cover.
My goodness.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that one's got me baffled.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know that I'd be saying much back to him. I just might come back again.
I know. It's weird. Like, what do you say, right?
Not much.
Not much, no. I'm going to tell him, Samsung Note 4.
There you go.
No FKK. No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, I don't know.
I haven't had too many weirdos yet. I had one video that I put up that for some reason had like 1,500 views. And it's all these strange people from other countries. And
what was that about?
I think it was one of those RV Lady was talking about it. It was that computer bots that were doing it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and all of them shared it. So now I'm starting to get all these weird comments from Indonesia and
oh my
all these.
goodness.
That's funny.
Weird.
But it was only the one, and I don't understand why that one. I figured it must have been something that I put in as a word for a search word. I try to put as many words as I can, but there must have been something that I put in that one that
really popped it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that. I know. It's like, what words? RV, full-time RVing, nomadic, van dweller. Starting over. Grief. all my words.
Yep. Hey, girls,
What?
it's 11:30.
Yeah. Oh, it's 12:30 here.
Okay.
Is it time?
It's time, I think.
I think you all have been fantastic tonight. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, I love having you here. You know,
Love being here.
we're gonna have more and more good hangouts and a whole lot less nasty ones.
You just
Well,
have
I
to be
gotta
careful
say
where
it.
you go.
Good night, Deb and Deb and Deb.
Yeah.
Good night,
Yeah.
Dad. Good night, Dad.
I'll be watching your videos. Hey, Deb, hang out. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
What Deb are you telling to hang out? Debbie I?
Yeah, I
Debbie?
gotta.
Okay.
Deb Kansas and I have to make some plans here, and then
Okay,
after that,
sweeties.
I'm
You
done.
have a good night. Love you, Debbie. Love Deb. Love you, Susan.
Bye.
Bye.
Gonna hang up on you now.
Bye.
All right, Kipper. It's either come in or get shut down, dear.
She said she went to go get something to eat.
Yeah, I can't tell if she came back. Then she said goodnight to Francis.
Well, Jimmy just put a new video out. That's what I was doing right now, is watching it. It's like 25 minutes long.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop the broadcast so we can go private.
Oh, okay. Well, I think if Kipper's got a link, she can still come in.
Well, there was one on the top, so I don't know. We'll go. Here we go. I'm going to shut down the broadcast.